All right, all right, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. James down 7, yeah, I'm on the line. Truth in the light, let it fully shine. Not by force, not by fame, by the risen Christ and his holy name. Cornerstone laid, can't be moved. Prophet spoke and the word proved. Before all time, before all breath, he walked out alive from the grip of death. Lamb of God, scars still show, paid that debt that we all owe. Not a myth and not a phase, split the calendar in his days. I don't stand on shifting sand, I stand on the great I am, Alpha Omega, first and last, future secure, anchored in the past. Grace not earned, it's freely given. Cross tore open the gates of heaven. Stone rolled back, guards fell down. Risen king with the victor's crown. No throne higher, no name above. No greater power, no deeper love. Every knee, one day gon' bow. He is Lord, forever now. Truth don't fade and it don't retreat. History rests at wounded feet. From empty grave to global sound, the gospel thunder still shakes the ground. James 007 testify bold, not for silver and not for gold, but for the one who conquered sin, walked out alive and is reigning again. Cornerstone solid, never alone, King eternal upon the throne. Lamb once slain, now glorified. Faith ain't blind, it's verified. Jesus Christ forever reign. Yesterday, today the same. Light of the world, the narrow way. Lord and Savior, King always.
All right, all right, all right. Yeah, that's just one of them theme songs that I absolutely love. Absolutely love. So, got another day today. Funny enough, we've got our local guy that loves to join, and he wants to ask about Aisha and Muhammad. Now, this again is a perfect example of whether there is truly free will in Islam, because this can take us to, did she have the free will? Did she have free will to do as she pleased, or was this by the will of Allah? He's on another live I saw earlier, so I'm not sure if he's done with that one. He will come back. His name is Muslim. I forget the other part of his name. But this again is another perfect example of what Muslims want us to believe. They want us to believe that she had the free will, the free choice. Did she have it or not? I am able to go live today, but I'm not sure if I can go on for at least 3 hours. So we'll see how it goes before I get a call to leave. And same for tomorrow. We'll just see whether we can or we can't join in. Let me add this to the link to the YouTube. Today I want to focus on a few verses, right? We're going to go through a few verses. And where you at? Let me add that there. Paste you there. Pin you there. There we go. So now it's pinned on the YouTube. If anyone on YouTube wants to join, to focus on the topic, you're more than welcome. Let me just do that there. There we go. Muslims request. Muslims request. Muslims request. I don't want to keep putting it up on the screen where we ask where Christians are coming up. Muslims request. So God bless you guys in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I pray for each and every single one of you that you're blessed. Restriction numero uno. And you are focused, and that you are, and for those that are fasting, I hope, as I said before, I pray that you have taken something that that takes so much of your time. For example, whether it's alcohol, whether it's watching TV, whether it's sitting on TikTok the whole day, whether it's your phone, that's a sacrifice. That's a sacrifice. So if you stop that for 40 days and limit yourself and at least pray once a day or open your Bible once a day, that's a sacrifice. That's what we are told to do, to come closer, to get to know. So God bless you guys. Let me send this guy a message to see if he's available. If I can remember his name, it's something Muslim. I don't know if I'm friends with him on this account. My main account comes back at 2:30 today. Okay, I can't find him. I don't think I'm friends with him on this one. Hopefully, in fact, let me send it to him. But in the meantime, I want to read some verses for us today while I'm doing this. Let me just, excuse me. Let me. I just want to share this with him, but I need to get away now. Man, what is his name? Why isn't this working? Oh my goodness. It's gone. Okay, so the verses we're going to look at today are some from the Quran and a few hadiths, like we normally do, but I just wanted to, there you are. Let me find him there. 1 second. Keep tapping and sharing in the meantime, please. His name is, where is dude at? I get so many messages. I'm just trying to find out where. How's it possible, man? Nearly there, man. My appeals are not approved. And I'm running out of, man. It's not one thing, guys. It's another. Okay, that's there. And his name is, there we go, Muslim Panda. Funny that, because I was just looking at videos of pandas. I think pandas are quite funny, don't you think? Pandas are funny animals. But anyways, so now this is a beautiful image of Islam's idea of peace. Now, the on the image you can see I'm quoting Sahih Bukhari 4557. Now, watch this, guys. Is it? I'm saving and posting that thumbnail, James. Thanks. Yeah, you guys can use all my stuff. Let me just remove the. Let me do this. I'll stop the banner. So the banner stopped LA Apologetics. If you want to get a better picture of it, so the banner, I stopped it for you, and then I'll restart it in a minute, so you guys can take pictures of these images. Do what you need to do, man. Do what you need to do. What I have is yours, and we just spread this because my focus is only on trying to bring people back to Christ. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to put it back on now. Hope you got what you need. There we go. No worries. Okay, so now I've sent him the message. It's going to, take some time before he ends what he started. And then, yeah. So with that said, I want to go now to the Quran. We need to go to the Quran. And we're going to just read today a few Quranic verses. No, he's here. My man Panda, how are you, sir?
What's good, Rudy?
You know, I love pandas. Do you know that? I was just watching videos of pandas today, man. Those things, I wonder if they get hurt.
Yeah,
they
I love
fall,
pandas
man.
too, bro.
They fall from trees. They fall from where, man, these things just fall and they roll. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay, dude. So you wanted to talk about Aisha, correct?
yeah. Let's talk about it.
Beautiful. Let's talk about it.
So,
So
there's
here's my
what's
question for you
so
before we go on. Did Aisha have free will to say no to Allah?
he has a free will, yeah.
So Aisha
That's
had
not
free will. So what Allah decided. So Allah wanted Muhammad to marry Aisha, correct?
Yeah, he will be, yeah.
Okay, so he
Of
willed
course.
that Muhammad marries Aisha, correct?
Yeah, of course, because prepared as maybe Aisha for us, there will be different apologies. Maybe there was a test for us.
What is the test?
A test?
No, what is
Maybe
the
it can be
test?
a
What?
test
No,
that-
listen. What is the test with Aisha and Muhammad?
Yeah, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders to marry Aisha with Prophet Muhammad as a test for us to show there will be defeated apologetics in front of the Western critics or not.
No, that's not. You think that's why? That's why. So watch this. What is the wisdom? What is the learning point? The wisdom of Muhammad marrying Aisha. What is the wisdom?
Yes, so let's go one by one. Do you agree with me?
Sure.
So let's go with that. Okay. So first of all, we agreed that what Sahih Bukhari 5134 says when Aisha was married at 60 years old and she was consummated at 9 years old. Did you know that the woman at the age of 9, right, it can reach puberty, which scientifically means that they are ready for consume. Now, for the girls who reach puberty, it can be at the age of 8 or 13.
My brother, that's not my question. That's not my question. I'm asking you, what is the wisdom of a 54-year-old man marrying a 6-year-old and then sleeping with her when she was 9? What is the wisdom? What do we learn? What do we learn from this? How does this bring us closer to Islam? What is the wisdom?
Yeah, right. We learned that it was a normal back time, and it was a normal back then, and in many civilizations happenings, and even the Western ones.
I didn't ask you. That's not the wisdom. You're making excuses. I'm asking you the wisdom.
No,
Listen again. I'll try to make it. Listen again. What is the learning point? What do we learn from this? What is the teachable moment? How does this bring us closer to Allah?
Muslims, yeah, we learn that we as Muslims, we can marry a child with a child.
You can marry a child. Continue.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can sleep with a child. Okay. What is the wisdom in Islam to sleep with a child?
In Islam, it's permissible to get married with a child woman.
I didn't ask you that. Listen again. I know it's permissible. The Quran says it's permissible. Muhammad proved it was permissible. No, I'm asking you, what is the teachable moment? What do we learn? How do we become better Muslims by sleeping with a child? How does that make us better people?
So can you please tell me the last word, because I don't even listen to you
Okay. So listen again. Okay. In Islam, do you believe that everything is a teachable moment?
Yes, but okay. We don't take the cultures.
No, we're not talking about culture. We're talking about Islam. I never mentioned culture. Talking about Islam. So in Islam, Muhammad, for example, didn't eat pork, teaching people don't eat pork. Muhammad didn't drink alcohol, teaching people don't drink alcohol. So there's a learning moment, there's a teachable moment, because Allah doesn't like you to eat pork. Allah doesn't want you to drink alcohol, correct?
Right.
Beautiful. But Allah is saying that He likes and He's okay with a grown man marrying a 6-year-old and sleeping with her when she is 9. So this is what Allah is saying. He's okay with that. He likes it. He agrees to it. I'm asking you now, since Allah likes it and Allah agrees to it, what is the teachable moment? How does that, hang on, let me end. How does that take us closer to Allah and Islam?
Okay, first of all, the marriage is not forced in Islam, and we as a Muslim for today, if we're gonna take the interpretation of what Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did, then all of the Muslims in the 21st century for right now, we can marry a woman's like a child marriage. Now, what you are asking is that in time was a normal back then, and has.
I didn't ask you about normal. Do you hear what I'm asking? I'm asking what is the wisdom? But what is the wisdom? I don't care if it was normal back then.
That was being a question. But I answer you.
Yeah, now you're reading from a script. Now you've got a script. I'm asking you, what is the wisdom? Do you understand what that means? Remember, you said you agreed that alcohol, bad, Allah doesn't like. Eating pork, bad, Allah doesn't like. Marrying a child and sleeping with a child, good, Allah likes. What is the teachable moment or the wisdom in Muhammad sleeping with a child? That's what I want to know.
It can be like a possible. Before you're asking, can I ask you something? Does in Islam make it permissible to marry a 9-year-old?
You can marry a newborn child in Islam according to Surah 65:4. There's no age limit. That's not my point.
There is nothing mentioned in the Quran about the age of marriage.
It says in the Quran that you can marry them before they menstruate, correct?
Okay, can you please give the verse?
Surah 65:4.
Okay, Quran 65:4.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about 65:4.
We are talking about it. Okay? Let's go then. We're going to go to the verse. I'll put it on the screen for you. 1 second.
Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, you can.
Actually, I can't because you're on TikTok and I'm going to be on YouTube.
All right.
So let me just put on the screen over here for everyone else to see. So I'm going to read it for you and I want you to listen to what it says. It says, as for your women who have despaired of further menstruating, if you are in doubt, their period shall be 3 months. And those who have not menstruated as yet, and those who are with child. Their term is when they bring forth their burden. Whoso fears God, Allah will appoint for him of his command easiness. According to this verse, there's 3 groups of women, correct?
Sorry, what did you say?
According to this verse, it's talking about 3 groups of women. The old, those that have not yet menstruated because they are too young, and those that are pregnant. Agreed?
Yeah, agree.
Beautiful. So it's talking about those that are too young, that have not yet menstruated. Can you tell me, at what age do you think girl starts menstruating?
At 17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever met a girl at 12?
A girl at 12?
Yeah, 12-year-old. Have you ever met a 12-year-old?
Yes.
Beautiful. Do you know that the average age is about 12? The average age, not 17.
Yeah.
Okay. When a girl starts menstruating, it's around 12. It can start a little earlier. You can even say 9 and around 14. So, but 12 years old
have not, right?
That have their menstruation, that have menstruation.
That has menstruation?
Yeah, the average age, let me say it again. The average age of a girl having a menstruation is around 12 years old. Now, this verse is saying that you can divorce these girls before they even have their first menstruation. Meaning, you're divorcing these.
Sorry, can I explain? I will explain the verse. No issues. The verse, he says a father can marry of his young daughter who has not yet reached the age of menstruation. Like, these consensus can be based on the general interpretation of the Quranic verses. Like, for example, those who have not menstruated Quran chapter 65 verse 4. But it is permissible to marry those who have not mentioned at the time of their birth. So that's it.
Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to have it on the screen over here so you can also see it. And I'm going to show you something, right? So we both agree that these are talking with girls that have not yet menstruated, correct?
No, I don't agree with it, because when you say have not, it says wallahi lam yahidna.
Wallahi lam nahidna. What does that mean?
The ones who have not yet been present before.
Beautiful. So hang on a second. Hang on, just so I understand. According to what you just said now, do these girls have menstruation or they don't have menstruation?
They have.
They have not yet menstruated. Can you see what's on the screen? Not menstruated as yet. Agreed?
Okay. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I am here, bro.
Okay, beautiful. So now we're talking about young girls. How do we know they're young? Let's see what a tafsir says. You know what a tafsir is?
Which tafsir?
You tell me which one to go to. Ibn Abbas. Do you take Ibn Abbas?
I don't take Ibn Abbas, no. But just
you don't take him. Do you take Jalalain?
Just go to the tafsir, brother.
I'm on tafsir now. Tell me which tafsir you take. Do you take Ibn Abbas?
No, I don't take Ibn Abbas.
Do you take Al-Jalalain?
No, because he's from Ashari.
Do you take Ibn Kathir?
Yes.
Beautiful. The same for the young. The same for the young who have not reached the years of menstruation. So who's he talking about?
We have the same interpretation as the word as sahih, and we can say that what Ibn Abbas says, he actually says that the father can marry all of his young
We know
daughters
that.
who have
That's not an issue. We're not arguing that. We agree with that.
That's not an issue.
But we are talking about penetrating, sleeping with these girls. These girls that are being divorced and have to have the iddah. Do you know what the iddah is?
Yeah, I know what the iddah means.
Okay, the iddah means that it's the waiting period to make sure the girl's not pregnant, correct?
Yes, but... Yeah.
Don't say yes, but. So yes, that's the iddah. So according to the verse, all these girls have been penetrated, correct?
Can you please repeat that one more time what you said?
According to the divorce, according to talaq, the iddah is only permissible if the girl has had dingy, correct?
No.
Okay, can a girl who has not been touched by the man, does she have to have the iddah?
Did you know before?
Please answer the question before you say, did you know? This is not a Chappie's bubblegum rapper. I'm asking you again. Listen to my question. Is iddah for all girls or only girls that have had dingy?
The only girls who have.
Okay, so the girls, so according to this, when it says the waiting period, that's talking about the iddah, and these girls that are too young, who have not reached the years, the age of menstruation, that means that they had dingy, correct? Before their menstruation.
The word wallahi means no, because when he's speaking about the word that's been used by the wallahi yahidin, the verse actually refers that the consensus can be based on general interpretation, also the Quran chapter 65 verse 4. But it is permissible to marry to those who have not yet menstruation for the time for their birth.
Are you trusting what your Quran is saying?
This is the Quran or this is the tafsir?
Your Quran 65:4. Do you trust it?
Yeah, of course, it's the
okay.
Quran.
So it's talking about girls that have not yet menstruated, correct?
Yeah, but the word is actually means that who have not, because it says wallahi.
That's what we said. They have not yet reached the years of menstruation, meaning they are too young. They have not yet menstruated. What does it mean to not yet menstruate?
No, because the postmenopausal, right, the woman who is longer menstruation, they're waiting for a period.
The post, my man. What is menopause? What is this? What is menopause?
I said postmenopause.
Okay, what is menopause? Just so I understand, you know.
What postmenopause means?
I'm not asking you about postmenopause. I'm asking you about menopause. What is menopause? I don't mind. You can Google it. It's fine.
What menopause means?
What menopause is it? Who has menopause?
It's like something like biological that stage of the woman's life.
Yeah. How old are the women when they have menopause?
They can be like
Around
between
50. Let's just say 50, correct? Older women, correct?
45.
Okay, let's just say 50 just to have a round number. So 50-year-olds, so it's talking about the old, it's talking about the young, and it's talking about the pregnant, correct?
Oh, yeah, correct.
Beautiful. Now, the young that we are talking about have not yet reached the years of menstruation, correct?
That's the word as well. Okay.
I know, that's what I'm agreeing to. I'm agreeing with you, and I'm just reiterating so that you can understand. So according to you and me, these girls have not yet menstruated.
No, because according to me, no issues. Because I agree what Ibn al-Lahidi, volume 20, page 178 says.
Okay, what did he say? What did he say? Did he say the same thing I said?
Can we go with screen? Do you know Arabic?
No, my brother, you can show me anything you want, man. You can show me, because I mean, you guys will throw everyone else under the bus.
No issues with that. This is
Just with
tafsir by the Ibn al-Kalim.
Okay, what does he say?
The word here also says, "Wallahi yahmi yahidin."
What does it mean?
That the ones who have no period before.
That's what we bloody saying, man. I'm saying the same damn thing. What are you, slow? Are you slow? Are you slow? It means have not yet menstruated, correct?
Okay, tell us a second. The word, the tafsir that I bring up, it says the father, when she has...
I don't give a continental crap about the father. We are talking about girls that have not yet menstruated, correct?
Yes.
So then what are you crying about?
No, because there is an evidence of the permissible of a marriage contract without immediate consummation due to a reason such as the young age of the one who has spouse and the psychical element of any of the factors affecting the sexual intimacy. So rated this for the sake of the fostering good relationship with her father and also with her daughter. So it's permissible to marry those who have not menstruation, also for the time of the birth. So at the conclusion, there is a consensus among those scholars that we are forbidden that the father can marry of these young daughters who have not yet reached the age of menstruation. So
give me an example. Give me an example. Give me an example of an age of someone that hasn't yet reached the years of menstruation. Give me an example of an age.
5, 4, 3.
Beautiful. So according to Islam, you can marry and penetrate 5, 4, 3 according to 65, 4, correct?
No, because...
Dude, you just said it. No. You just said that. You just said this is the age.
I agree with the premise one.
I'm not asking about premise one or whether it's... Listen again. Did you just say to me, that we are talking about girls 5, 4, 3, and you said that these are girls that have not yet menstruated? Did you say that?
Yeah, I said that.
Beautiful. So in Islam, in 65-4, you can marry and penetrate girls between 5, 4, 3 and divorce them, and they have to wait for the iddah, correct?
But I never said you can marry with the word he says, are you slow?
No, I'm not a Muslim. Again, listen again. You are working on 5% right now. I'm agreeing to what Allah says in the Quran. You agree to it, then you realize it's sick and disgusting, and then you don't know what to do with it next. So I'm asking you one more time. Listen again. You gave me an example of a girl that has not yet reached the years of menstruation, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you marry those girls?
Can you marry with those girls? No.
Man, you're dumb. Oh my God. Okay, in 65-4, can you divorce those girls?
Of course, because they're not...
How can you divorce someone if you're not married to them, you donut?
Sorry, what?
How can you divorce someone if you're not married to them?
Like, the verse doesn't even mention that you can force her to get married.
Not force, divorce. Can you divorce someone if you're not married to them?
Yeah, you can.
Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that. That's a clip, man. I'm sorry. I don't normally go for clips, but my goodness, that's a clip. You can divorce someone without marrying them. This is Islam, man. This is why you need to stay away from Islam. These people believe that you can divorce someone without even marrying them. How stupid do you have to be?
You said married.
Okay, I'll try. Watch again. I'll try to make it dumb again. Watch. Can you divorce someone that you're not married to?
No, because if you don't marry, then no, because you said married.
Well done. Now your brain seems to be working at 10%. No one's changing the topic. In verse 65:4, listen again. Try to be smart. Listen again. I'm not a Muslim. Listen again. Listen. In 65:4, is it talking about divorce?
That was a Bina question. Sorry, so therefore what's the problem?
Talak. What is talak?
Yeah. Also, the talak, it can be like interpreted like what's happening. So therefore, what's the problem?
What is happening, dude? Please, the chapter 65:4. What is it talking about? What is this word? What is this word?
Yeah, because you have it on the screen, bro.
What does the word mean?
Talak, like it's also shown to you on the screen, bro.
What does it mean?
I said it shows you on the screen.
What does it mean?
You have it on the screen. It doesn't say to you. It says divorce. I said.
Beautiful. Can you divorce? Can you divorce? Can you divorce somebody if you're not married to them?
Can you please ask the question again? Sorry.
Can you divorce someone if you're not married to them?
If you're not married, then no. You can divorce someone who has already like getting married, so no, therefore it's not.
Now that you had it make sense in your brain, say it again, yes or no. Can you divorce someone if you're not married to them? No.
Because you're not married.
If you're married to someone, can you divorce them?
Yes.
If you're married to a child that has not yet menstruated, can you divorce them?
But the verse...
Please answer the question. Don't think.
Bro,
Don't think.
This is gibberish, bro. That's the gibberish.
No, that's Islam. That's Islam. I'm reading the verse for you. The verse is saying that these girls have not yet menstruated. You said 543. You said girls that have not menstruated. I said, give me an example. You said 543. Now, in the verse, it's talking about divorcing girls that have not yet menstruated. And if I listen to what you said 543. So this is talking about, according to you, girls that are 543. Now, if they have a waiting period, it means they got penetrated. Here's my question again. If you don't touch the girl, if you don't do dingy with the girl, must you have a waiting period?
Brother, before that, did you know what the Arabic word is can be lam?
Means not yet, never happened.
Lan.
It never happened.
Okay, lan. It means it never happened?
My man, the verse is saying it never happened. She never had her menstruation. Never did. Right? Okay, not yet. Hasn't happened yet. Now stop it and listen again. Is there a waiting period? Listen again. Is there a waiting period for girls that you don't touch?
No.
Beautiful. But according to you, these girls have a waiting period that are 5, 4, and 3, correct?
Yeah.
Beautiful, meaning that they were penetrated at 5, 4, and 3.
But did you know? Like,
no, not did you know, Chappie's bubblegum. Do you agree with what you just said now? Do you agree with what you said? That these girls that have not menstruated are 5, 4, and 3?
Can I speak?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so you can, my answer will be to you like, you can marry a kid, but only with a contract that means that the girl live with her family until she reached the puberty. It is like in mentally maturity and physically and etc. And then you can take to your house dukul, like Prophet did with Aisha. The same thing.
Are you done? You managed to convince yourself?
Yeah, I just honestly, I already did your response.
Okay, if I read to you from Islam Q&A, where they say that once the girl reaches the age of 9, you can penetrate her.
The age of 9, she can reach puberty. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. At the age of 9 today, can you do dingy dingy with someone?
No,
if you I know you said your dad came from Turkey. Say you came to the West. Are you living in the Western country, or are you living in one of those countries?
Can you please repeat what you said? Sorry.
If you came to, let's just say, London, and you found a 9-year-old that had her menstruation, is she old enough to be penetrated?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If she got, if she can verify the criteria, then maybe, yeah.
Would you ever sleep with a 9-year-old that fills all the boxes?
There's no force in marriage in Islam.
I didn't ask you to force marriage. I'm saying, would you, if you met a 9-year-old girl that ticks all the boxes, all your criteria in Islam?
No.
Why not? No. Muhammad did it. Why can't you do it?
But Muhammad, okay, first of all, it was normal back then. Okay.
No, it's not normal back then.
It's not?
Of course it's not, because remember, Muhammad, when Abu Bakr wanted to marry Fatima, Muhammad said she's too young. She was older than Aisha. Then another guy, he went and married some woman, and Muhammad said, did you find a young girl so you can do sport with her and she can do sport with you? And he said, no, I don't want a child. I want a grown woman so that she's not as old as my children, so that she can teach the children. So Muhammad was a special case. He liked them young. But that's not my point, because
can you please prove to me that any hadiths also in the Quran doesn't mention Aisha? So can you please prove to me that any hadith when Aisha at the age of 9 she did not reach puberty? Can you please prove to me?
Was she playing with dolls at the age of 9? I'm asking you, was she playing with dolls? Was she playing with little toys like children do?
Where does it says that?
Okay, now you got me going, man. Now you definitely got me going now. Okay, we're gonna go to the verses now, and I'm gonna show you.
If I make madman to you, like, very sorry, bro.
No way, man. I find anyone that tries to make excuses for a child being penetrated by a grown man, I find it disgusting and evil.
Okay, so I'm waiting for the evidence.
I'm about to give it to you. Okay, so we've got. Okay, watch this. I'm going to put on the screen now on YouTube as well, so that YouTube can see it as well. And remember, guys, we're still on the topic of free will. The question would be, did Aisha have free will or not, according to Islam, right? So hang on a second. Let me just do that and do that and do, hang on a second. Let me hold it there for you. Okay, check this out. Can you see that? I used to play with dolls in the presence of Muhammad. My friends also used to play with me. When Allah's apostle used to enter my dwelling place, they used to hide themselves. They probably were scared. But the Prophet would call them to join and play with me. The playing of dolls and the playing with the dolls and similar images is forbidden, but it was allowed for Aisha at that time, as she was a little girl, not yet reached the age of puberty. A little girl. Now, again, did Aisha have the free will to run away from Muhammad, or was she forced to marry him?
No question. The hadith is from Shatul Bari, yes or no?
Sahih Bukhari, 6130.
I agree, Sahih Bukhari, because you bring the hadith, but
I just read you the hadith. It was on the screen.
Yes or no?
It's on the screen. He's quoting Fath al-Bari 143. I can show you others. Dude, stop.
Okay.
I can show you others. There's not just this one. There's not one. There's many, many, many. In fact, let me show it to you. Watch this. Let me show you how evil and disgusting this is. Watch. Stop making plain crap. See all this? All this is talking about she played with dolls, she played with dolls, she played with dolls. Not quoting Fath al-Bari, she played with dolls, she played with dolls. All this, all played with dolls. You tell me, what grown woman is playing with dolls? Please tell me, which grown woman is playing with dolls when Muhammad took her off the swings and slept with her?
I can ask you what hadith is terrible, okay? So from the hadith you showed to me, the Sahih Bukhari 46130, the Sunnah book that you guys love to bring the hadith is mentioning as Fathul Bari, page 143, volume 13, which it can be interpreted from Fathul Bari because it can be to Shah to Bukhari. So therefore it can be the interpretation.
Dude, all this is just nonsense. Whatever you said now means absolutely nothing. I want you to listen carefully. Listen carefully. Listen carefully, please. Do you agree with the Quran when the Quran says that you can marry and divorce girls before their first menstruation, before they get any menstruation? I'm not changing the topic. We're on the topic about evil and sick, disgusting behavior by your prophet and your God, allowing children to be penetrated.
Don't know, because you make a hadith by Fathul Bari. Now, can you make me a screen? Can I show you a commentary by Fathul Bari? Okay. As you guys hear, it says also Fathul Bari, which says, it says, Shahtul Bukhari Sahih. Now.
So it's Sahih. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, Sahih?
It's from the Sahih, the great Sahih.
It's authentic, correct?
Yes.
Beautiful, mashallah. So it's authentic, it's Sahih, and that's enough for me. Because now what you've done is you cooked yourself again without even realizing that you cooked yourself. Again, you guys stop reporting, you cowards. Stop reporting. I'm actually sick of TikTok. I'm sick of all of you reporting. It's evil and disgusting that you guys will report something that's in your books. This is what you believe. So don't blame me for repeating what you guys have in your books. This is what you guys have it. So report me as much as you want. I actually don't care anymore. I'm so sick and tired of Muslims making excuses for the disgusting and evil behaviors of their prophet and their religion that I don't care anymore. I'm sick and tired of being have to hold my tongue in my mouth to accept what these people say. So far, the Quran accepts this guy that he disconnected. I didn't drop him. He just said, a girl that has not yet reached the age of menstruation is 5, 4, and 3. He said. So using his logic, going to 65.4, those that have not yet menstruated, he's talking about 6, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, whatever he said. Notice, those children don't have free will. None of those children have free will. They've been passed on by somebody else, by the will of someone else. Aisha didn't have free will. Aisha was forced into this thing. She wasn't like consulted and said, since you're such a mature adult at 6, what do you think? Do you want to marry that dude that walks around, sleeps with all his wives, covered in semen, this, that, and the other? Do you want to do that, Aisha? Or, she was taken. She was taken against her free will. So there was no free will for Aisha, justice for Aisha. The verse does not say that it's only talking about those that are too young. It's dividing them into 3 different groups: the too old, the too young, and those that are pregnant. So all we do is read, and according to him, according to what he said, he is the one that's saying to us all that, as an example, someone that has not yet reached the years of menstruation is 5, 4, 3. Then those are the ones that have been divorced after dingy. That's what happens when these Muslims don't know their religion. They honestly do not know what Islam teaches. Imagine wanting to defend this. Imagine wanting to defend this. And I apologize. I know I got a bit frustrated, but this topic, when people try to defend this topic, it really winds me up. Really winds me up. Anyone trying to make this sound okay. Oh, back then it was normal. It was never normal. Man. So apologies for that. Apologies for that. But, I sometimes, this is why Amin doesn't like that topic. Amin does not like this topic because, and I've got a daughter. And I tell you what, try anyone that has a daughter that's, I would say 12 years old. Try to explain to them that in Islam you can be married and penetrated by a 50-something-year-old man. Look at the expression on their faces. When I mentioned this to my daughter, I could see that she was visibly wanting to vomit. In fact, my wife refuses to let me talk about Islam when you were to especially all the Muhammad's behavior, because they know how sick it is. You can't make this up, man. This entire thing is crazy. Someone here now. Let me shut the door. Okay, so I know that I shouldn't be apologizing, but I just, man, sometimes emotions get the best of us, and I shouldn't. I should honestly, but by now, I should be able to have this topic and not get emotional. Sometimes I do, but my goodness, 3 granddaughters, people that have daughters. I've got two. I know, man. This is sick and evil. Honestly, sick and evil. Now, getting back to the topic. Let's get back to the topic, because again, I just wanted you guys to have and this is exactly why this topic, free will, is such a crazy topic, because it shows you by the behavior of Allah not giving free will to his subjects. The men in Islam don't give the women their free will. Why should they give their daughters free will? Remember, in Islam, it's the man's will. If he wills to do dingy, the woman has to stop unless. There's always an unless. Unless. And if she doesn't, the angels curse her. The child, I've got a new video on my page, my main account, where the child is covered, and the husband, the father is saying, oh, there's men coming, and they have to cover themselves. They're probably 4 years old, 4 years old. It's evil, guys. It's evil. It's honestly crazy and evil to believe that children have to cover themselves because men can't control themselves.
Okay, I was come back because I have some stuff to do. My internet connection was low. So let's continue.
Right.
Where is the hadith was? Yeah, the hadith with the Fatul Bari, okay.
Yeah, we're done with that. We're done with it. I want to get back to the Quran. And I want you to repeat what you said. We're done with that. We're done with that because we're still talking about the free will of women and children in Islam. And so far we can see that in Islam, according to you, when I said, give me an example of a girl that has not yet menstruated, you said 5, 4, 3. That's what you said, correct?
No, the hadith is not even mentioned like that.
I asked you. I didn't mention a hadith. I asked you to give me an example.
The hadith that we were going back with Aisha.
Can you answer the question I just asked?
No. Answer my question first because I asked you first.
I don't really want to give a continental. You're defending PD. So sorry, YouTube. I accidentally pressed on something. I apologize. Yeah, sorry guys. I accidentally went out. I was trying to find the verse that he was looking for. My mistake. No, man.
Can you read please all the hadith?
So we're on verse 65:4. And now you want to go to the hadith, correct?
That was being the Quran verses, I think.
Say what?
So we was also talking about like the hadith.
My man, I need you to listen. Please listen and try not to be a Muslim. Take that Muslim crap off your head, throw it in the bin and listen carefully as an adult would, right? As an adult would. I am not interested right now about Aisha. Right now I'm not. I just want to put that on hold. Put it on hold. We are talking about the Quran, your God, that's talking about 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds, and 3-year-olds, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you said that you can divorce these girls, correct?
Before that, why are you going back?
Because you Muslims, you go 1400 years back every day. So I'm trying to work backwards with you. Listen again.
Okay,
Listen again. We are on the topic. We are on the topic. Listen. This is why you don't listen, because you don't pay attention.
Let's continue with one by one.
We are doing it one by one, but you don't pay attention. You're not, dude, you're not tracking, are you? Try to track. Pay attention. We're not changing the topic, you muppet. Listen, we're not changing topic. We're not. We are on the topic. The topic is,
okay, so
can a child...
was with Aisha, so
oh
let's
my
continue.
gosh. I'll do that for you. You know why? Because I can see that it must be hard.
The sunnah.com that you guys most like to bring
That's
up
hard, right? Say it. Say it's hard. Say it's hard.
It's not hard.
It's definitely
because
hard.
It's very easy to cook you.
I'm listening. I can see how you're cooking me. You said a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 3-year-old can be divorced after being penetrated according to 65.4.
Right, but that was being the question before. So
I know, but I want you to confirm it. I want you to repeat it so people can hear how sick and disgusting you are. Say it again. Tell everybody that Surah 65.4, Surah 65.4, Surah 65.4 is talking about girls that have not yet menstruated, but you can divorce them after sleeping with them. Dude, shut it and listen. I'm repeating what you said. I want everyone to know your name, Muslim Panda, who thinks that it's okay for a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 3-year-old to be penetrated by the husband and then divorced. Now we're going to look at little girl Aisha, married at 6 to a 54-year-old man and penetrated when she was 9 years old in the name of Allahu Akbar. So Allah is the one that made this happen. I asked you, what was the wisdom behind it? There is no wisdom because you haven't provided me any wisdom, some magical idea of why this was good. Why was it good for Muhammad to marry a child and penetrate her at 9?
Yeah, but wait a second. You're making a hadith which Aisha didn't reach puberty at the age of 9. So can we please continue with this hadith or not? Because I don't want to go back. I just want to stay on the topic. So I want to go back.
I'm not sure on level of 1 to like very dumb where you are.
Okay, so
but
can
again,
you please for me stay on the hadith?
Okay, please. What do you want to talk about the hadith for? What do you want to say? Just say
the hadith. Okay, the hadith, right? With 6130, right? Okay. So it says she was playing with the dolls with the parents of the Prophet Muhammad, and her girlfriends also used to play with me. So it says the ways to be dissolved, the Prophet who came or called them to join and play with me. They're playing with the dolls in a singular image which is forbidden. It was allowed with Aisha's time, and she was a little girl who not yet reached the age of puberty. Fatul Bari 143, volume 13. The Sunnah.com that you guys love to bring the hadith is from Fatul Bari, which can be from Sharh al-Bukhari. His interpretation in the volume 3 also. Can you make me a biscuit to show to you?
Didn't you just show this to us?
Also, it's volume 3, by the way.
Didn't you just show this to us?
No, I didn't explain.
You didn't explain. Sure. Please explain how to penetrate a child and how to sleep with a little girl. Please tell us. Did you hear me? Yeah, did you hear me? Please explain to everybody how to sleep with a child. Please continue.
Yeah, this is not topic. This is what topic about it. Explain what the hadith you should bring up says. Okay, this hadith from the Sharh al-Bukhari, and this is the Fatul Bari.
Can I just ask you this question, please? Just one question. As an outsider, what are your views on intelligence?
What are your views on my intelligence?
No. As an outsider, someone outside of intelligence, I just want to know, what are your views on intelligence?
I don't know, bro. I just want to explain I don't know what you're saying, bro.
That's okay. It's just, I just find it impossible to underestimate you, but continue.
All right. وقع إن نتالك وقع قال بلوغها. So the hadith, it says at this time she was also attained the age of puberty. Now the science we are now, like the science, it says that the Aisha was playing with doll when she was also reached the age of puberty. The Fatul Bari also says in the same interpretation, the same volume, it says that she was attained the age of puberty. Now,
okay, let me go with you on that. Listen, man, listen, I got no time. I'm running out of both patience and brain cells talking to you. Let's say she reached the age of puberty. Let's say she reached the age of puberty at 9. What is the
okay,
what?
So therefore, Aisha did reach puberty at the age of 9.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm dumbing myself down. I'm making myself stupid to agree with you, right? I don't agree with you, but I'm making myself stupid. I'm pretending to be a Muslim now, and I'm agreeing with you. I know you. I'm in the clown of the circus of Islam, and right now I'm equal to Muhammad. Right now, we're both clowns because if you believe this, you dumber than me. Trust me on that. Now, again, listen carefully. If Aisha was married at 6, and this was common back then, is Muhammad the best example to mankind?
Yes.
Is he the best example to mankind only back then or in 2026?
Back then.
Only back then.
Mm-hmm.
Not today. So Muhammad is not the best example today, correct?
It is example for today, yeah.
So you notice now how I've got to make myself stupid again to talk to you. Listen again. If Muhammad is the best example to mankind, is he the best example back then and in 2026 or only back then?
Back then and 2026.
So throughout time, he's the best example, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Was he the best example to Allah as well?
Example from Allah as well, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So meaning his behavior for all time is the best behavior, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. If you brought Muhammad home to your family with his 6-year-old bride, 6-year-old wife, or even 9 years old, would your mom and dad be okay with him in 2026 doing dingy with them in one of the rooms in their homes?
Yeah, because back then it was the normal time.
Not back then, you dumbass. I'm asking about today in 2026. Does your mom and dad live in back then, or do they live today?
They lived for today.
Beautiful. So today, in the little village that you come from, would the village be okay? Would you be okay listening to a 50-something-year-old man banging a 9-year-old child? Would you be okay with it in 2026?
No.
Why not? Isn't he the best example in 2026?
It is, but...
Dude, I'm not sure if you're like a snake with a split tongue. Notice what you said. No, yes, yes, no, no, yes, yes, no. In fact, let me give you the picture that this is you at the moment, right? Watch this.
Huh?
I'm saying this is you. See the picture? This is you working at 5%. This is your brain right now working at 5%, because what you've done is you've shown me now clearly, yes, no, no, yes means that you don't really understand what you believe. Listen again. If you think in 2026 that a grown man penetrating a 6-year-old or a 9-year-old is evil and disgusting, and if Muhammad was doing it in your house today, you would still think it's evil and disgusting, meaning that Muhammad can't be the best example for all time. He was only the best example back then, because if he was a good example, then you, Muslim Panda, would be doing exactly as Muhammad did, because that's what you do when you find the best example. You try to be like
first
them.
Of all, exactly. As this picture, I thought that it was you in this picture, because you agree with me that Aisha did at the age of puberty, as you said.
I said I had to make myself stupid to believe that. No, don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie about what I said. I said I've got to dumb myself down. I've got to make myself stupid to believe what you believe. I said that. I've got to be like a Muslim. I've got to be stupid to believe what you said. Yeah, don't lie about me. Don't lie about what I said.
Can I speak?
Sure.
I just want to speak.
Sure.
Okay, because you're interrupting me. Okay. So let me ask you something. You're in the 21st century, right? In the middle of the comparing with the 9-year-olds for today. From 1,444 years with today with 9-year-olds, it can be a bit different, right? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, no.
Let me give you an example why. Let me tell you why. Hang on. Let me tell you why. See, the Quran says, if you in doubt, go to the Bible. That's what the Quran says. If you go to the Bible, you'll see that Jesus calls a 12-year-old little girl, 12 years old. And this is 600 years before Muhammad. In fact, when Jesus was 12 years old, they called him a little boy. Again, 600 years before Muhammad, we knew that a 12-year-old was a little girl. How did Muhammad find a 12-year-old? Now she's 3 years of experience with dingy dingy. You trying to find excuses for a PDF. You're finding excuses for a man that liked to sleep with children. I asked you, I said to you, what is the wisdom? What is the learning point? How does it bring us closer to Islam? The fact that Muhammad sleeps with a child, you haven't answered that question yet. Can you please tell me now, what is the wisdom of Muhammad sleeping with a child?
I was in mute. Oh, sorry. Okay, someone is muting me, bro. Who's already muting me? Okay, what did you say? Okay, okay, I forgot, wallahi. Can you please, what did you say?
What is the wisdom of Muhammad penetrating a child? How does that bring us closer to Islam or Allah? Because again, you said, don't drink alcohol, teachable moment. Allah likes that you don't drink it. Allah likes that you don't eat pork, but Allah likes that you sleep with a child. I'm asking you now, what does Allah like about you sleeping with a child?
Yeah, because first of all, you can make a child woman, but not
a child woman. Stop there. What is a child woman? No, what is a child woman?
No, like a child marriage.
No.
But can I speak?
What is a child woman?
Yeah, can I speak for a
I'm
while?
asking you a question. Yes, please answer.
Okay, but just can I finish? Can I let me let me talk, or like for you?
Go on, bro.
I think that okay. Anyways, okay. So first of all, the consummations can be different. You can be after you will gonna marry with her, but you can actually, when you marry with her, you have to consummate with her after she reaches puberty.
Is a 9-year-old an adult or a child?
No, because a child cannot be.
Is a 9-year-old an adult or a child?
He's a child.
Okay.
For today, but back then he's not.
Okay. See, this is now how this is how 5% working. So if in 2026, if a 9-year-old has her menstruation, is she a child or an adult?
Sorry, what did you say?
My Lord. I forget I speak to Muslims. In 2026, if a 9-year-old has her period, is she an adult?
Yes, because the woman can be reached puberty at the age of 10.
What is puberty? What is puberty?
13, like, depends on her body.
What is puberty?
Like, she has the first signs of criteria and
the first signs. So is she an adult or she's showing signs of puberty?
Signs of puberty.
Okay. When you show signs of puberty, does it mean that you're an adult or are you still showing signs?
Yeah, well,
meaning
also,
you have.
Wallahi, I have 2 minutes. I have to go. So can you please hurry up?
Okay, give us your best reason now. Again, you have no reason now for the wisdom, right? I asked you very specific for the wisdom behind Muhammad penetrating a child. What is the teachable moment? What do we learn from Muhammad banging a child? How does that bring us closer to Allah?
How does Allah can be close to Muhammad?
No, man, my goodness, Lord have mercy. How does that bring us closer to Allah if we are allowed to sleep with a child? How does it bring us closer to Allah? How does it make us better Muslims?
Because we as Muslims, you don't follow the culture that Muhammad did.
That's not culture, that's religion, you donut. It's in the Quran. You can marry and divorce them before their first menstruation. It's not a culture. It's in your Quran, 65:4. We just saw it. My Lord and my God, have mercy on these people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So what do we learn? How does it make us better people knowing we can sleep with children in Islam? How does that bring you closer to Allah?
because there's no verses that actually says that you can marry with a child woman. You can force
Child
it.
woman, you idiot. 65:4. Can you marry girls before their first menstruation?
Okay, because you're calling me an idiot.
65:4. Can you marry girls before their first menstruation?
Yeah, because
and you said, can you give me an example?
okay.
Can you give me an example of a girl? Give me an example of a girl that has not yet menstruated. Give me an example of a girl. Give me one age.
Also, I have to leave because also I don't want to speak with you because later you just call me an idiot.
Mind your head. My goodness, keep yourself hydrated, guys. The topic is free will, and this guy wanted to try to make it make sense. The guy wanted to make it make sense. You can't make this up, man. My Lord and my God. My Lord. But this is what I'm saying, guys. This is why it's important that people see. Thank you, Chris. That people see what these people believe. A child adult. How does the Muslim brain work if this is a child adult? Man, imagine saying to your 9-year-old, oh, you're a child adult. You're a child woman. A 9-year-old child woman. You're a child adult. But you're going to sit at the kids' table. In fact, that should be a question. If we had a table, one for kids and one for adults, would Aisha sit at the adult table or the kids' table? Man, you guys, the craziness of what Muslims say, the craziness of what they believe, it's crazy. An adult, a child adult. They make excuses. So Muhammad isn't the best example for mankind because people would throw him in jail in 2026. He'd go straight to jail. Oh, my Lord. Imagine trying to make it make sense. Imagine trying to make excuses for the behavior of someone that did something evil. Imagine that, man. Yes, run, Panda. Run like Forrest Gump. Imagine how sick you have to be to lie to yourself and pretend that this is okay. Oh, it was the culture back then. That's not the culture. The verse says, those that have not yet reached the years of menstruation. And he said, that can be a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, or a 3-year-old. You baked me on that? Yeah, you take your victory, bro. Just like how Aisha got baked by Muhammad. Sure, that's what you call a bake. He said he baked me on this verse, the hadith 61:30. He's saying in the chats, he baked me on 61:30. He confirmed when he went to the other recordings, to Fath al-Bari, he reconfirmed that we're talking about children that have not yet menstruated. He said that. Yeah, Jahil, you want to come up again?
Okay, because you also even insulted me, just calling me.
You're a joke. You're a joke. You are making excuses for a PDF. You're making excuses for a man that penetrated a child. And now you want to run around saying you cooked me? You didn't cook me. You cooked your brain cells.
Because questions. Are you going to manifesting, right?
Dude, I'm asking simple questions and you are talking about a child adult. Watch this. If you went to a party in 2026 and there were 2 tables, one for children and one for adults, which table would you sit on? The table for adults or the table for children?
Can I tell what is relevant so you can after I answer your question?
Okay, go on, man.
Okay, so again, can I tell you what is relevant?
Please go on. Islam is irrelevant. That I know for sure, but continue.
I mean, it's not, but
Dude, any religion that teaches you to penetrate a child and then divorce them is irrelevant, is sick and disgusting, coming from Satan, not from God. But please continue.
yeah, because there's no because we Muslims for the day, we can actually marry with a 9-year-olds like Prophet did, because you can open with the safe.
So you can do that, correct? So you can do that.
I said you know you can, because they're not even mentioning in the Quran to do that.
Again, listen again. Can you do what Muhammad did, or should you do what Muhammad did?
No, because there is no invention in the Quran to do that.
What is 65? Okay,
we are going to do that.
Dude, in 65:4, please tell me the 3 types of women you can marry.
65:4, I also baked you on that, because
the only thing you baked was one of your last brain cells. Remember, the 2 brain cells you have, are first cousins, and they are going to merge soon. They're going to become one soon.
Why are you ignorant, bro?
I'm not a Muslim. I'm not ignorant. I don't have 2 brain cells that are first cousins. Pay attention.
Yes, you are.
Pay attention.
Bro,
can you tell me about 65:4? You explain it.
All right. First of all, don't act like a clown, okay?
I'm not a Muslim.
Yeah, I said don't act like a clown.
Yeah, I'm not a Muslim, so I can't act like a clown.
Yeah, but you're also, if you're not a Muslim, so you
continue, please. Dude, you got no wit in you. You got no wit, like you got no brain cells. So just get to the point. What do you want to add when it comes to 65:4?
Because the word that hating is means the ones who has never named provision before, right? So if you read the context, bro, read the context.
I just, dude, you did and I did. You did and I did. We know what the verse means. It means has not yet reached puberty, menstruation, correct?
Bro, read the context. The word as means when ones who have doesn't reach.
Not yet reached menstruation.
Okay, I will let you finish, but also
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you, my lord, dude.
Okay, as a Muslim, I don't interrupt you when you're speaking. Okay,
you shouldn't, because you might do me, but continue.
No, I'm not.
You'll always be, but continue. Just please continue with the verse. Explain what the word means.
As you know how the word it says, well, we also have the interpretation. For example, Ahmad ibn Hanbal or Ahmad ibn Malik also says that the age where he says that ones who are not yet after their puberty, it can be like the 70 years.
70.
Yeah, 17. We have the interpretation by Ahmad ibn Hanbal and Imam Abu Malik, who says that, and also Imam Abu Shafi. And all the scholars of Islam says that.
Okay, I want you just one more time. I just need you. I need you to pay attention. Seriously, I need you to pay attention, brother. Listen. Do you agree that it's talking about people that have not yet menstruated? Do we agree with that?
Oh, not yet. Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me an example of an age when someone has not yet menstruated?
Has not yet menstruated?
Yes. Under normal circumstances.
If the age of puberty, it doesn't mean, for example.
Okay, has puberty got anything to do with menstruation?
Okay, I will end it. First of all, the age of puberty for the women, it can be for the girls. Sorry, it can be reached at the age of 8 and 13. It depends on the party. And second of all, it cannot be the, for example, at the 5, 4, 3, 6, 7.
Well, that's what you said. So you said a girl at the age of 8 can reach puberty.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Is that the beginning of puberty or the end of puberty?
Beginning of the puberty.
Okay.
Beginning.
When you begin something, is that like the start or is that the end?
Bro doesn't even know how the Arabic was. Means.
Dude, I know what it means. I'm telling you that you don't know what it means, and you're making yourself sound like an absolute muppet. Listen again. If a girl is at 8 years old and she starts her puberty, if a girl starts her puberty, does it mean that she is developed or she's developing?
Can you please repeat that? Sorry.
When a girl starts her puberty, when she starts her puberty at 8, That's the beginning of it, not the end of it, correct?
Yes, yeah, I said yes. That was been a question. I said yes.
Okay, beautiful. So when you're using the word, are you talking about someone that just starts the puberty or has ended the puberty?
It says who has ended the puberty.
So can you marry a girl when she starts the puberty, or must you wait till she ends the puberty?
Wait when she will end the puberty.
Beautiful. The 8-year-old, has she ended the puberty or is she starting the puberty?
End the puberty.
She's ending the puberty.
Mm-hmm.
That means she started having puberty before she was 8 for it to end at 8, correct?
No, don't lie, host, because I didn't say that, James.
Come
on, brother.
See the guy.
Clarify that.
You just said to me that 8 years old, she's ending the puberty, correct?
After she's ending the puberty, you can marry with the woman.
Okay, listen again. Listen. If she's 8 years old and you said she ended the puberty at 8, that means
it starts the puberty because you asked the question. Are you
okay, so okay, I'm not stupid. I'm not a Muslim. Listen again. So then I'm trying to ask you one more time. Sorry, Jibril, 1 second. Watch again. Muslim, watch. Listen again. Panda, listen. If she starts it at 8, when does she finish the puberty?
Yeah, it can be possible at age of 16 or 15.
Beautiful. Can you marry her between 8 and 16 and sleep with her, or must you wait till she's ended her puberty?
Waiting when she was ended puberty.
So Aisha, when did she start her puberty for it to end at 9? He's going to probably blame someone else for muting him. Sorry, Jibril, I was going to go with Lahamna hidden, but I think it's best if it came from you, my brother.
No, yeah, because he made a very funny statement. He said, do you think you speak Arabic? He was asking you. Then he said, you speak Arabic better than me. So, and that clicked with me because I just heard him saying a couple of words in Arabic.
It was bad.
It sounded terrible.
Yeah, he doesn't speak it.
He speak Arabic. So I just want to test him on that first.
He's gone. He ran like Forrest Gump.
Oh, he's gone now. Oh, man. Because what he said in Arabic, it had nothing to do with Arabic. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I don't know what kind of Arabic he speaks. The verse clearly says, واللائي يئسن من المحيض من نسائكم إن ارتبتم فعدتهن 3 أشهر واللائي لم يحضن. The word lam, there's and there's a word len, L-N, len, and L-M, lem. Lem, it means yet. Len, it means they will never. They will never ever. So whatever you're saying, if you say, أنا لن أأكل الطعام, I will never eat the food. Okay? But if I say, أنا لم أأكل الطعام, that means I didn't eat it yet. That means in the next half an hour, in the next 20 minutes, in the next 2 hours, I will be eating it. And that's the difference between lem and len. In this verse, the Quran uses lem, L-M, lem, M for Mary, okay? Which means
I can put on the screen for them.
Menstruated yet. That means in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, in the next year, in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, she will reach the age of menstruation. So this verse is talking about the ones, they have not menstruated yet, but they will in the future. So he's talking about, a 6 months old, 1 year old, 3 year old, 5 years old, 6 years old, anything under the age of menstruation, they're the ones he's talking about, the verse. And it's very clear in Arabic, very clear.
See that? Thank you so much, Jibril, because I have it on the screen now. The thing is, to allow the Muslim to continue lying is where we build our case. Because we want people to see how you have to lie to make Islam work. You have to lie to make it work. And the reason for that is that they themselves know that they're lying to make it work. They're doing this deliberately with the intention of trying to dupe people like me and you, not you, Jibril, that don't speak Arabic. But I've done this topic many times. I know what it actually says because of people like Jibril. And because people Jibril are the ones showing us what we have, all we do is what? We just go and read. So Gecko, thank you so much. He says 007, the baker. Thank you, my brother. But
yeah, where is he? Is he still in the chat, or is he gone? Or
he did.
I hope he comes back again.
He did the Houdini.
Yeah, because I just wanted to teach him a couple of things about the Arabic language.
Yesterday, not sure if you saw that, but David was on, and I was too busy. I couldn't join him. But so Babylon was with him, and it was just so good to see him back on the live. It was really good to see him, and he was cooking as usual, man.
I was with him, yeah. I didn't come up as guest, but I was in the chat. I was in the live, yeah.
Okay. Well, I was popping in and out trying to listen to him.
It was during the day at my time, and I was at work. So I was in and out and listening a little bit, and then having to sort of put it on mute whenever I was talking to someone. And I had people coming in and out and speaking to people and all that. So I couldn't sort of fully listen, but I had it on, yeah, I was listening. But yeah, and I actually wrote for him. I hope you don't make it as long as you did. Like, I hope you're back again. Because we do really miss him on this platform.
Absolutely.
People like that are valuable, very valuable to us.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate he wasn't getting the support that he was that he needed to do it full time, which is unfortunate. But also, I haven't seen Jason for ages. I'm not sure if he comes on.
Yeah, I asked, but I never got straight answers. I don't know. There's something.
I'll send him a message. I've got his details. I'll send him a message to see where he's at.
I've got his phone number. I rang him a few times. He didn't even answer me. A lot of times.
I've got him on Snapchat. So on Snap, but see,
I used to ring him. He rings me. Like we talk about life in general, like not only about TikTok and this stuff. Talk like friends,
I guess he got himself a girl.
The last 3 months I've been calling him and he's not even answering.
I think he found himself a girl, and these women get in the way unless you can afford that for them.
But you answer your phone. I'm not talking about TikTok. I'm talking about phone. I mean, don't tell me he's 24 hours with her. He doesn't have 10 minutes.
I'm guessing, man. I'm just joking. I have no idea.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's deeper than that.
Could be. But let's
I just hope everything's all right with him. He didn't receive any threats or anything like that. That's the only thing I'm worried about. That's all.
That's true.
Other than that, he's fine.
Talking about threats. After I played my new song, when I get insulted, I play the song called the Zut Zut, and the Muslims didn't like that too well. Didn't go down too good. But who cares what they like and what they don't like? These people like sleeping with children, man. You think I care what they like? Yeah, ain't no way. Way.
James, it's not a matter whether they like it or not. It's a fact. I mean, where did we get it from? Where did we get this bloody story from? Can you tell me?
Well, this is what I said to a guy. I actually said to a guy, why would you be upset with me if I'm repeating what your scholars have given me?
Exactly. I mean, we don't say anything that's not in their book. It has to be mentioned somewhere. And mind you, sahih. Never. I mean, I know myself, and I know you as well. We never ever bring any hadith that's not even Hasan. I don't even bring Hasan. If I talk about a hadith, it must be sahih, authentic. Even Hasan, they take it, like good. When it says Hasan, it means good. But I don't even go to that because I know how they are. So I always go to hadith sahih. If something is not, I cannot find it in hadith sahih, I never bring it up.
Yeah. Anyways, let me get back to the topic. For those that don't know, I actually received a message with a link to a site where it says that flies, I'm not sure if you know this, Jibril, that flies are destined for hell, but not bees. Did you know that?
I think it's in is it in the Quran? Not
it's hadith. It's in one of the hadiths and explanations. So does the fly have free will to decide where the fly is going? No. He's destined to go to hellfire. I'm not even joking, guys. The fly is destined for hellfire. And you're going to be tortured there. There's angels that actually torture you in hellfire.
But isn't that funny? Because there is a hadith and Muhammad, it's Muhammad actually saying this, that a fly's got medicine. So if fly falls into your cup, you gotta submerge it, okay, and whether it's water or tea or coffee, whatever, submerge it fully and then drink it. Because one wing has got the disease and the other wing carries the antidote. So it's you know, I mean, so it's got some benefits.
I know, it's crazy. It's crazy,
Yeah,
but
have you heard that? Have you heard that hadith?
yeah. That's a classic.
So I mean, yeah, I mean something that is got health benefit for humans, and he's sending it to hellfire. That's odd.
Well, what about Islam isn't odd? So, guys, let me just say this. So the reason we spoke about Aisha, and again, that's part of the free will, pointing to the fact that we can see that Aisha didn't have free will in Islam. She was taken without her consent, taken to an older man, and as the guy said, she was a child adult. So the child adult, and no, I don't have playback because he said so much and then lied about what he said. You guys are witness to it. It's all on YouTube if you guys want to go back and watch it again. Chris Oki, he actually clipped some of it, and hopefully we'll make him go viral. A 9-year-old woman, that's right. This is my child. She's 9. She's a grown woman.
There's a hadith, James, where Aisha has narrated the hadith about her marriage to Muhammad. And one paragraph in there, it says, وَلَمْ يَرَعَنِي إِلَّا رَسُولُ اللَّهِ. They never translated it correctly, but the word يَرَعَنِي, it means scared me, petrified me. And she says, no one scared me as much as Rasulullah when they handed me over to him. You see, I mean, she's telling us that she was scared.
Of course she was, man. She must have been scared. I'm looking at today. I look today at take a child, and you take this child, put him in a room full of strangers. The child gets scared. Put the child in front of one stranger. The child's scared because the child does not know what's going to happen next. So can you imagine this man now walking towards you, towering over you? If he wasn't like a wee man, he's towering over you, and he comes to you and he's like, hello, wifey. Now we're going to do the deed. I mean, this child would be petrified. Petrified. Exactly. Muhammad would have been like the Dementor lying over Harry Potter, just taking the life out of her. Crazy.
Oh, man. Honestly, I feel so sorry. Out of all the Islamic characters, she's the one that I feel the most sorry for. She was robbed of her childhood.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, just destroyed her mentally and physically and emotionally and everything.
Poor child, man. Poor child.
Poor child, of course.
Okay, guys.
The Shia curse her and, you know, talk bad about her and all that. Why don't you blame your bloody prophet? He's the one that did this to her. Even when she grew up and she went into a war with Ali and she did other things and the breastfeeding and all these are all, you know, I mean, reactions and you know, side effects of what she went through. She was robbed of her childhood. She was demolished physically and mentally. What do you expect her to grow up to?
Well, look at this, right? Watch what happened. It shows how the trauma affects them. Remember, when it came to the adult breastfeeding, Aisha went to her brother's children. Was it her brother's children?
Her nieces and nephews.
And nieces, yeah. And asked them to also breastfeed. So this shows you how the trauma that affected her gets passed down the line. So now it's been passed down for 1,400 years, and it gets worse for every year that goes by. Little girl Aisha that was circumcised also said to circumcise, she had her brother's daughters circumcised. So notice again, the sickness that she went through, thinking it's okay, she passed it on to the next generation. This is what happens.
Who do you blame for all that? Muhammad.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It goes down from generation to generation because Muhammad made it seem okay back then. So these guys can't see the difference now between a child and an adult, so they combine it and call the child an adult. This is a child woman.
Not only Muhammad and her father, you know that bloody pimp. Her father. I mean, what father would do that to his daughter, man?
Yes, Abu
I
Bakr,
don't
that's
care
right.
whether it's Muhammad, whether it's Allah himself. My daughter, man, how would I put my daughter? She's my life. She's like, it's your child, man. How would you put her through that? How? I mean, forget Muhammad, he was a PDF, okay? He lusted after little children and all that. He was a sick, mental son of a bitch, okay? But what about her father?
Well, he went to Fatima. He tried to get himself, he tried to get some himself. So he was like, hey, Mo, listen, since you took my daughter, how's Fatima doing, man? How's she doing, man?
Yeah, but what was Muhammad's answer to him? Piss off. She's too young. And she was 12. She was 12. And he said, no, piss off. She's too young. And he didn't mean too young for marriage because he married her to Ali. But he said he meant that she's too young for you. Where Abu Bakr at the time, he was around 60. Okay? And she was 12. He said, no, she's too young. He meant she's too young for you. But he married her at the same age to Ali. She was, of course, still older than her, but not as old as Abu Bakr.
That's
But
right.
why didn't Abu Bakr take the same stand when Muhammad told him he wanted to marry Aisha? You know, he tried. He said, oh, look, I thought we were brothers. Like, you know, he said, yeah, we are brother in deen. In Islam, we are brothers. But for marriage, we're not brothers. She's halal for me. You know, that was his answer to him. And Abu Bakr just gave up. He didn't even fight for his bloody, for his daughter. He didn't even fight.
So the hadith he's talking about, guys, thank you, Phil, is Sahih Sunan An-Nasai 3221, narrated from Abdullah bin Buraida that his father said, Abu Bakr and Umar, may Allah be pleased with them, proposed marriage to Fatima. But the Messenger of Allah said, she's young. Then Ali proposed marriage to her and married her to him. So Abu Bakr was too old, but Ali was probably a better age and a better fix. So again, notice, they understand that it was sick and evil to marry the child unless you're Muhammad.
Yeah.
Unless you are Muhammad. For those on YouTube, we are still on the topic, guys. We're still on the topic of free will. We're still on the topic of free will. We're just saying that these children had no free will when it came to Islam. And unfortunately, neither do Muslims themselves today. But remember, the man is above the woman, so he can control what she does, taking away her additional free will that she has on earth.
On the free will, James, yesterday I told you to read, I asked you to read 8129. Did you have a look at it?
I think I did.
Because it talks about free will, exactly about the will.
Yeah, 8129. Yeah. So I actually have it on the screen now. Hang on a second. Because I was going to read a few verses for you guys. I was going to read a few verses, as I said from the start. Let me get rid of the hadith.
But just read that. Read the 8129. It tells you about the will. I mean, you know, it specifically mentions the word will.
Yeah, there's a few of these verses that we're going to go through now. So let's do this, guys. For any Muslim that's listening in that thinks that you have free will in Islam, please request. So I'm going to read you guys 4 verses from the Quran, 4 verses, and we're going to see if you truly have free will according to Islam. So the first one is 8129. And it's as clear as day. You do not will except that Allah wills. You do not will except that Allah wills it first. So you can say whatever you want. It means nothing. Allah has to will it for it to happen. That's the first verse. Did you want to add anything to that verse?
No, that's fine. Yeah.
The next verse is 76:30. Now there's many of these verses. And you do not will except that Allah wills. But you will not will, but you will not unless Allah wills. So it's clear as day, clear. You cannot will unless Allah wills. Next verse, 1693. 1693. And it says, if Allah so willed, he could have made you one people. If Allah so wills, he could have made you one people, one religion. See this? One religion. If Allah willed, he could have made you one religion. But he causes to stray whom he wills and guides whom he wills. And then you will be surely questioned about what you used to do. So notice now, you're going to be questioned about what you did after Allah made you do it. Remember that we talked about a portion of adultery yesterday and zina, and the punishment for that is hellfire. But who's the one giving you the portion of adultery? It's the God of Islam. He gives you the portion of adultery, causing you to commit adultery, and then punishing you for the adultery he just caused you to commit. And then the last one, which is like you can't, 54:20:49, is the absolute checkmate, because it tells you we created all things with predestination. All things are created with predestination. Now that is a boom shakalaka checkmate. That's it. Done. Easy. Finished. Finito. He's not saying that some things. He's saying all things. Everything. Now, if everything is predestined, you can't change because you don't have that will. So let's go to a couple of hadiths, unless you want to say anything, Jibril.
No, keep going.
So I'm going to show you a couple of hadiths now in Sahih Muslim 2653b. And guys, I'm really liking this new computer. It actually feels good to touch. So it says, now listen again. I'll put it on the screen. Or what did I do there? Hang on, what is that? Okay, there it is. Guys, check this out. And I mean, I'm not sure how much clearer we can make it, but this is as clear as day when it says, I heard Allah's messenger saying, Allah ordained the measures of quantity of the creation 50,000 years before he created the heavens and the earth, and his throne was upon water. That he ordained the measure, the quantity of creation. He ordained it. He ordained it. Now, if he ordained something, there's nothing that we can do or say that's going to change it. Nothing. Then there's another, Sahih Bukhari, 3208. And for those on YouTube, you'll be able to, TikTok, it's just, we're moving away from TikTok soon, people. But I'll read it. It says, again, this is talking about... man, I'm so tired of getting hit with the restrictions, bro. I'm so tired of losing accounts, making accounts, coming back with accounts to be hit with restrictions. And yet you see, let's go to a Muslim live and they say anything they want. They doxing, they swear, they urinating on Bibles, they're throwing crosses in the toilet, all these things, and everything is okay. I've got, and I'm not joking right now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 restrictions on me. 6 restrictions, 3 for hate speech. 3
Did
for
you
hate
tell
speech.
me that you already set up, did you do the setting as 18 plus?
Yes.
Not writing it on the screen.
No,
I
did.
Setting itself.
Yeah, adults, yeah, for 18.
You did?
Yep. I went to some, I don't remember where I found it, but I had to search for that, and then you have to change it from everyone to something. I changed it. I had to do that on my YouTube as well.
Because there are other lives, they smoke, they do everything, but that's how they said it. to 18 plus, and they get away with it.
Well, that's exactly right.
Restricted.
But I mean, you know what? As I said, I'm good. I'm fine. I don't mind. But anyway, let's get back to this hadith. This hadith again, the one that I showed you, 3208, is talking again about the four things. But what I make it very clear when I start reading this one, how ridiculous it is to believe when it says a human being is put together in the womb of the mother in 40 days. We know that is rubbish, and I'll say it over and over so the Muslims, it sticks in their head, because this is now going to cause them to ask questions, because it is rubbish that the womb of the mother for 40 days and then becomes a clot of thick blood for a similar period of 40 days. We know that's rubbish, absolute nonsense, because a clot is dead blood cells. And then it says, and a piece of flesh for the similar period, meaning it becomes a piece of flesh for 40 days. Absolute nonsense. Absolute rubbish. We need Muslims to understand that just this first part, they should be checking to see if there's any truth in it. How in the world can you believe anything if you believe that we are dead blood cells? Then it talks.
This is in the Quran also, James, but not with the 40 days, without the 40 days.
Yeah.
But it is in the Quran as well.
Well, this is it. And they say it's scientifically correct. The Quran is in science.
Yeah.
And then it goes on and says,
yeah. No, the last one that goes, and then وَكَسَوْنَا الْعِظَامَ لَحْمًا, we covered the bones with flesh. At what stage is the baby in the womb skeleton?
Well, this is my thing. Ask a doctor, has a woman ever had a miscarriage and you saw bones come out of the woman?
Never.
And some Muslims are doctors.
Yeah.
So let's read. So then it says, and then Allah sends an angel who writes the four things. And we've been through this. He writes down his deeds, his livelihood, his date of death, and whether he's going to be good or bad in the hereafter. No, whether he's going to be good or bad. Then the soul is breathed into him, yada, yada. Now, again, it says that as someone that's doing good deeds may be so close when he passes away, but Allah destined him to go to hell, so then he'll do bad deeds to go to hell. Notice again, the Quran is confirming that you have no free will because Allah has already predestined you. This is the craziness of this entire religion. Another one that we go to, looking at this, talking about hadith, is 2647a. 2647a, 7a, Sahih Mu'minun, and that says, why does it stop there? Okay, so there we go. It's on YouTube now. And this says, talking about, he says, we were in a funeral in the graveyard of Kharkad, whatever, when Allah's messenger came to us and we sat around him. He had a stick with him. He lowered his head and began to scratch the earth with the stick. And he said, there is none among you whom a seat in paradise or in hell has not been allotted, and about whom it has not been written down, whether he will be an evil person or a blessed person. Now, guys, note what Muhammad just said there, right? He's confirming that every seat is already predestined for you. Every seat is already predestined for you. So I'll read it again. He says, there is none, not one among you, whom a seat in paradise or hell has been allotted, and about whom it has been written down whether he will be an evil person or a blessed person. A person said, Allah's messenger, should we not then depend upon our destiny and abandon our deeds? I'll read that again. Should we not then depend upon our destiny and abandon our deeds? Muhammad said, acts of everyone will be facilitated in that which has been created for him, so that whoever belongs to the company of the blessed will have good works made easier for him, and whoever belongs to the unfortunate ones will have evil acts made easier for him. Then he recited the verse from the Quran. Then who gives to the needy and grants against evil and accepts the excellent, which is the truth of Islam and the path of righteousness it prescribes, we shall make it easy for him, the easy, and who is misery and considers himself above need, we shall make it easy, we shall make easy for him difficult. Make easy for him the difficult end. So again, there's no free will in Islam according to the Muslim scholars. I've got a guest on YouTube, Nahid. Nahid, how are you, sir? Nahid?
Hello. Yes,
You are, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, my man. I'm blessed and grateful.
Hmm?
Are you a Muslim?
Yes, I'm a Muslim.
Do you believe that you have free will in Islam?
Yes.
Okay. When you say you have free will, if Allah wills something and you will something else, whose will is stronger?
Of course, you have to obey Allah's will.
Beautiful. So if Allah wills that you go to hell, can you change what Allah wills for you?
No. I would
No.
happily go to hell.
Say again?
I would happily go to hell in that case if Allah wills.
You will happily go to hell if Allah wills you to go to hell, correct? Is that what I understand from you? Is that Jibril sending you a message?
Yeah?
Okay, tell him I said hello, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so you agree that if Allah sends you to hell, you would be happy to go there.
Yes, sure.
And what do you expect to find in hell that would make you happy? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I said, what will you find in hell that would make you happy?
In hell? It would be Allah's wish that will make me happy.
Okay, well, when you go to hell, you think you're going to be looked after and life is going to be great, or you think you're going to be punished?
Whatever. Even punishment in hell, if it is from Allah's will, is much better than reward in Jannah.
Okay, so if Allah wants you to go to hell and he wants a whole lot of men to sleep with you, will you look forward to that or will you be upset with that?
Whatever Allah wills, I am okay.
So you're okay with having a whole lot of men enjoy you if Allah wills it, right?
Yes, right.
Will you enjoy it?
Yes.
Okay, so you would enjoy it if Allah willed that all these men ride you. So if Allah wills for you to become a Christian, you okay with that?
Why will Allah will? Allah doesn't command anyone to do shit.
He doesn't command anyone to do shit.
Yes.
When you take a dump, whose will is it? Your will or Allah's will?
It's only Allah's will which I am implementing.
Okay, so beautiful. So you have no problem by going to hell by the will of Allah and having a whole lot of men ride you, but you don't think Allah will make you a Christian. So you'll be happy with going to hell and have these men ride you, but you won't be happy if you became a Christian, correct?
totally false and man-made religion. So why will anyone even think of becoming Christian?
You see, you have a bigger problem by becoming a Christian, but you don't have a problem going to hell and having a whole lot of men ride you.
So see, if I become a Christian, then
What
I
is
will.
the, my man, watch this. According to you, does
Will
Allah
not.
decide if you go to heaven or hell, or do you decide?
Hmm?
Does Allah decide if you go to heaven or hell, or do you decide if you go to heaven or hell?
It's Allah who decide. I have to just
Beautiful.
obey Allah.
So when Allah decides if you go to heaven or hell, can you change what Allah decided?
No,
No. Beautiful. When does Allah decide when you're going to heaven or hell?
it's according to Him whenever He wants wish to.
Well, according to the hadith, it says that he decides this before we were created, correct?
It's okay. Yeah.
Right. So if you don't know if you're going to heaven or hell, why do you have to do all the good deeds?
Yeah, I will explain you that. See, whatever my suppose I am a male and I'm married and I'm a father of two children. Okay, and
Hang on.
about
I must suppose that you are a male. Okay, I'll try.
don't interrupt. Just hear
Sorry,
the
man.
answer. Just uh, ask me to say what only you want to hear.
No, no, I'm just trying to hear what you said. Sorry, my man. I apologize.
Yes,
So I'm
I'm
gonna I'm
father of
gonna pretend that you're a male and you got two children.
children's destiny is already written 50,000 years before they were born. Okay, but still, being a father, I would send them to school or madrasa, whatever means I have. And if I send to school, I will wish them that they study, they become engineers or doctor pilot, whatever XYZ things. So even though it is destiny is written, we do not leave the world just say, my children, you don't go to school, already your destiny is written. We do something, na? Some acts to achieve our destiny. So that's the only thing we do good deeds, we do praying, we do ibadah, because we had to try our best. You can't just say that it is already written. So I do or not do doesn't make sense. You have to do your hard work, you have to do your homework. Then whatever Allah wish will happen.
Okay, you can't. Can you change what Allah wished for you?
No,
So you can't change what Allah wished for you, correct?
correct.
Beautiful. So if Allah wishes for you to go to hellfire,
Yeah,
there's nothing that you can do. There's no gift deeds you can do. There's no praise you can. There's nothing you can do, correct?
yes.
Okay. So do you have
But
free will
we
if
can-
Allah has already predestined everything?
the thing which we can do is best obey Allah and obey His Messenger and
My,
fulfill
my
the
brother,
command.
my brother, my brother,
All.
listen carefully. Listen carefully. If Allah has
Mhm.
destined you to go to hell,
Okay.
and you said there's nothing you can do to change that,
Mhm.
nothing you can
Mhm.
do. If you
Mhm.
pray 1,000 times, it's not going to
Mhm.
change, correct?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So you don't have free will. It's by the will of Allah, correct?
Mhm.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Beautiful. So in Islam, there is no free will, correct?
There is free will. Pray or not is your free will. You can decide to pray, you can decide not to pray.
Okay,
That's the
again,
free.
listen again. If you pray, does that change what Allah has decided for you?
Yeah, it will change. Because even if after praying, obeying Allah, you will go to hell, you will enjoy that. And if you
So
go
you're gonna go to hell according to
without
what you
obeying
said.
Allah, you will suffer punishment.
But hang on, you said you're gonna enjoy the punishment.
Yes, definitely. I will
Okay, so
enjoy
when you go
it.
to hell and 100 men stand behind you and ride
Yes,
you,
yes,
a
yes,
hundred men, you're gonna enjoy that, correct?
yes, I will enjoy that.
Have you ever tried it before?
No,
So how do you know you're gonna enjoy it?
I don't want to try what's not in the command of
But how do you know
Allah.
you won't? How do you know you'll enjoy it then?
If it will be Allah's command, then I will enjoy whatever my Allah wish.
Have you tried drinking camel juice?
No,
Why not? It's Allah's wish. Have you
if
tried
Allah,
sleeping with the, Have you tried sleeping with a 9-year-old? That's the wish of Allah. That's what Muhammad did.
Whatever Allah wish will be there, it will be enjoyed. Okay.
Okay, watch this. Muhammad married a 6-year-old and slept with a 9-year-old. Was that a good thing or an evil thing?
Yes, good thing.
Good thing. So would you sleep with a 9-year-old since it's a good thing?
If Allah wish, then I will. If
You got
not,
no
then
problem looking at a 9-year-old and saying, no, I can't sleep with you.
no.
Have you ever done that before?
Whatever is Allah's wish is okay.
Have you ever done that before?
No.
So I hope to God that you don't do it ever, because you do. Do you agree that that is evil and disgusting?
No.
You don't think it's evil and disgusting? Do you believe it's evil to sleep with a 9-year-old?
No.
Thanks for coming, brother. You guys see why we have to continue doing lives like these? Do you guys see why we have to expose these people? Why we allow them to speak? The reason, and I'm saying it again, the reason that I'm allowing these people to say what they say is because if I say it, people will say that, I've never heard anyone else say it before. Now that it's recorded and we've heard people say this, who is the cause of this? It's not his father. It's not his grandfather. This is Muhammad and Allah teaching these people they have no free will. The guy has more problem if Allah makes him a Christian than having 100 men ride him. The dude has less problem being ridden like a donkey than becoming a Christian. Do you guys see why we have to continuously expose Islam? Why we continuously have to show people what Islam truly says? Even though it gives me this awful taste in my mouth, we are still able to show Muslims, show the world how Muslims think. Donna, how are you, sis? Donna, you there?
Yes, yes.
Oh, Donna, you got a deep voice.
And you got a voice like a girl.
Are you saying that you're attracted to my voice?
Just read the Arabic text. I want you to read the Arabic text.
Can you read it for me, please?
No, I want you to read.
Okay. Which Arabic text must I read?
The one you read before in English.
Which one? Tell me what did I say before?
The last caller.
Don't talk about the last caller. Tell me, what did he say? What must I read?
I think you don't understand Arabic and you aren't
I'm
able to read
asking
Arabic.
you to tell me what was him and I talking about
You're
that you
not
want me to read.
you're not in the condition to ask. You don't know Arabic.
Okay, is Islam only for Arabs?
You are here doing the stream on
Is
Islam
Islam only
and
for
you are
Arabs?
translation
I'm going to
doing
read it in
translation.
Arabic for you. I am going to read it in Arabic for you. I'm going to change my voice slightly, but I'll read it for you in Arabic. What do you want me to read?
First of all, what is your ideology?
My man, what do you want me to read?
First of all, what is your ideology?
Listen, you don't speak or know Arabic because you come from a country that doesn't speak or read Arabic. You were given this religion
So
with a
so you are
cheat
afraid.
code.
So you are afraid
I'm very afraid. If
of
a
your
Muslim says
ideology.
Allah Akbar, I run because you never know
No,
what good
no.
is going to
What is
happen.
your ideology? You are afraid of to share your ideology.
I'm a Christian. If you know who I
What's
am,
written in the Bible? All
I'm a
dustbin,
Christian. I'm an
dustbin, all
original.
dustbin.
Oh, man, I'm going to mute you because I don't think you know how to listen and at the same time. Listen, I am an original Quran only Christian.
That's a new one.
Did you hear me, Donna? I am an original Quran
You're
only
afraid.
Christian.
You're afraid of a Muslim muting you.
Are you listening to what I said? I said that I am an original Quran only Christian. Did you hear me?
Fastest growing religion in the world. Afraid of a Muslim muting you.
Hear me, James? Can you hear me?
He can. He's just not
If I
paying.
speak?
But just 1 second, Jibril, because you're gonna speak for me in Arabic in a second when I change my voice. Just give me 1 second. Okay, Donna with the girl's name, Donna. Listen again. Are you able to have a conversation like with like adults, or are you a 9-year-old sitting at the child's table?
Yes, all the pornography is in the Bible. I'll show you the reference.
So now that you're talking about pornography, can you agree that Muhammad slept with a child?
There's
Say it.
a
Say
there's a
Muhammad slept. Say Muhammad. Say it after me. Say Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam slept with a child when she was 9. Say it.
you garbage Christian don't
Are you
understand
are
it.
you are you a bacha bazi boy? You sound as if you're a bacha bazi boy. Or it sounds like you'd also want to have 100 men standing behind you. Hey man, you can't. I don't know, man, where this riff comes from. This low IQ. This is what happens, guys, when you keep marrying your cousins. You're thinning out the bloodline, man. You're thinning out. Kwame, God bless you, brother. Notice again, I'm asking honest, genuine questions about free will, and these guys want to come up and talk about being zooted. These guys want to talk about that.
Oh my God. God help you, man. What kind of mentality are you dealing with?
These are bottom feeders, bro. This is what happens to, and again, both of them probably came from countries. I'm not going to say, but their education levels are bad. I mean, these guys with their 70 IQs, man, no, man.
You're very generous.
I'm trying not to be, honest.
70. Try get rid of the zero.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, man.
He sees a garden full of weeds, and he's like, "Oh, this is my family. I have weeds as a family because we grow so fast."
But truly, it is a fact. Generally, all the Muslims that we speak to on this platform, their IQ is below average.
And yet they feel that they're going to have this. That's why I said to the guy, I said to him, as an outsider, what are your views on intelligence? Because they don't have the intelligence. I mean, they must be looking in, wondering, wow, is that what it's like to actually know how to read and write? And I've said this before 1,000 times to these people. I can read it for them, but I can't understand it for them.
Yeah, true. No, they got, honestly, then generally, majority have very, very low IQ. That's most people that, I've heard on these platforms.
That's right. So let me just say what Sir Gecko just said.
How many times you got to repeat a sentence for some of them to understand? And even then they can't understand.
Yeah, Muslim Panda, I had to do it over and over and over. He just didn't get it. It was hard.
No.
Sir Gecko said, pray for these people. Never go full Muslim.
It's sad. Honestly, it is sad.
That's right. It's very sad.
James, you know what happens with the smart ones? As soon as they click and the switch turns into smart, they leave Islam. all the smart ones, they left Islam.
That's the craziness. That's how we say, you know, an educated Muslim is an ex-Muslim. Definitely. So guys on YouTube as well, please, I'm not going to be on for much longer, really. So maybe a half an hour, a little bit more, maybe. So if there's anyone that wants to join on the YouTube, the link is in the bio, link is in the chats. So you can request, if there's any Muslim on TikTok that wants to join, you can request. We are doing free will. Tomorrow, if I go live, we're going to do a couple of Fridays. We're going to see some hadiths, some crazy hadiths again. We're going to go through those again because this guy that's creating all these hadiths has given us more. So we can go through a few hadiths. At some point, we're going to also talk about the paganism of Islam, the paganism of the fasting, and all the stuff in Mecca. So we're going to have this topic focused on, for example, who built the Kaaba, and you know we're going to go through. I found the stuff that the guy was asking about yesterday that I forgot. We're going to go through verses to prove that Abraham and Ishmael could never have gone to Mecca since they were not related to Muhammad and never set foot. But that's a different topic. We're going to ask about who built the Kaaba, and that's going to be an interesting one as usual. And I found another site talking about, and we did this before, how the king of Yemen built it in the year 400 and something. He built it because there was some dam that broke in Yemen, destroying a city, so they moved further north, and that's where he built the Kaaba as a tent first. Because remember, there are many Kaabas. There's not just one Kaaba, many Kaabas, and we're going to focus on the paganism of that. So tomorrow we're going to do a Friday, and we can introduce the topic. If you guys remember the guy I spoke to yesterday, a younger guy, and he was asking loads of questions. He sent me a message asking me if he can have another conversation on Friday. He was busy today. So keep him in your prayer, because you guys noticed that he saw the errors of Islam, and even though he tried his best to try to prove that Islam is true, he couldn't hide from the fact that he saw the evil that Muhammad and Allah was doing. So keep him in your prayers. I forgot his name. Was something Kola, something, yeah. So he's been sending me messages. That's why I'm saying to you guys, there's loads of people sending me messages, but he wants to come back. And again, coming back and being exposed to even more, that's a good thing for us, a good thing for him, bad for Islam. Because now I'll show him how Abraham can never have set foot in Saudi Arabia, Mecca, and yeah, but that's for tomorrow. Today, I want to end with this free will. I want Muslims to realize that the Quran itself is telling them there's no free will. The hadiths confirm there's free will. If you go to the one verse in the Quran that says what you do, you can decide what you want to do, that's a contradiction. And if you go to a contradiction, then you're proving Islam false again, because the Muslims say there's no contradictions in Islam.
There's one question, James, you should be asking tomorrow, since your topic is going to be about that. How could someone tell me, how did Ishmael become an Arab when his parents weren't Arabs?
He was taught the Arabic language as well.
No, but they say he's an Arab.
Ah, like that, yeah.
Become an Arab. Like, how could a Chinese marry a Russian and their son is
African?
How could it happen?
Man, that's only in Islam.
But they say Ishmael was an Arab. How? When his father was Chaldean. His father is Chaldean. He's from the city of Ur in Iraq, what's known now as Iraq, the land of Mesopotamia. That's where Abraham came from, and he went to Israel. And his mother from North Africa, from Egypt. How did he become an Arab? How did they give birth to an Arab offspring? How could that happen?
Only Muslims can tell us that, man. Because listen, what you don't understand, dude. What you don't understand, because you are a hater, right? So what you don't understand is that You can have a child adult. So why can't you have an Egyptian Arab?
Yeah, Egyptian marries a Chaldean and produce an Arab. Yeah, could happen, but only in Islam. But yeah, I'll be interested, if someone, a Muslim gets asked the question, just to hear what their answer is going to be. I know they're going to come up with answers, but just interesting to hear what their answers are.
Let me give you an example, Jibril. If you listen to Maloink, the doxer, the failed rapper, the failure at everything he's ever done, he's from Libya. He says that he's an Arab. You talk to a guy called Sid. He says he's an Arab. So these people coming from Africa still think that they are Arabs. Why in the world can't an Egyptian be an Arab coming from Saudi Arabia? This is the problem we have today. These people believe ridiculousness. They literally believe ridiculousness. Aisha Ibex said Bukhari 3364 repeats what I just said, where I said when he was taught the Arabic.
So if a Chinese learns to speak Arabic, does he become an Arab?
Well, why not? You see, you're a hater again. Of course he will.
Yeah, no, I'm asking Aisha.
Of course he will.
Aisha,
I'm just kidding. No, he's not a Muslim.
Sorry?
He's not a Muslim.
Oh, Aisha.
Aisha Ibex.
Yeah, he's not a Muslim. Oh, okay.
No, man.
Oh, okay.
Ain't no way. So let's see. I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys so you guys can see it. Just so, again, let me remove that. Sir Gecko, thank you again. Let me just move that. It's on the screen and I'll read it for you. The first lady to girdle was the mother of Ishmael. She used to girdle so that she might ride her tracks from Sarah. Abraham brought her and her son Ishmael while she was suckling him to a place near the Kaaba under the tree on the spot of Zamzam at the highest place in the mosque. During these days, there was a mosque there as well. I actually didn't remember that there was a mosque there before Muhammad. I'm going to read that again. Guys, pay attention. It says, she used to girdle so that she might hide her tracks from Sarah. So Abraham brought her. You see that? Abraham brought her and her son Ishmael while she was suckling him to a place near the Kaaba under the tree on the spot of Zamzam at the highest place in the mosque. So before Ishmael went there, they had a mosque built. You guys see that? You see what Islam does to the brain? They go to a mosque that was present before Abraham and Ishmael. And if this is true, then someone else went there and built a mosque before Abraham and before Ishmael.
Yeah. There's only one person that said before Abraham, I am. You know who that is. Only one person.
Oh, my Lord. Man, you guys, you can't make this up. Well, maybe it was Adam that went there, maybe. Okay, let me keep reading. So it goes on and says, during those days, there was nobody in Mecca. There's no one in Mecca, yet there's a mosque, right? No one was there, yet there's a mosque. Nor was there any water. So he made them sit over there and placed near them a leather bag containing some dates, a small water skin containing some water, and set out homeward. Don't know where that is. Where's home? Ishmael's mother followed him, saying, "O Abraham, where are you going? Leaving us in this valley where there is no person whose company we can enjoy." So there's no one there. Nada. Klum nada. No one. And then she repeated that to him many times, but he did not look back at her. Then she asked him, "Has Allah ordered you to do so?" He said, "Yes." She said, "Then he will not neglect us." MashaAllah. So she knows who Allah is now, right? So they know who Allah is, and he's not going to neglect them. And returned while Abraham proceeded onwards, and on reaching the Thaniya, where they could not see him, he faced the Kaaba. So the Kaaba existed while Ishmael was still being suckled. Notice now. So who built the Kaaba? This is going to be perfect tomorrow. Perfect. So who built the Kaaba if the Kaaba already existed and he faced it? And raising both hands, invoked Allah, saying the following prayer: O Lord, I have made some of my offspring dwell in the valley without cultivation by your sacred house. And it says Kaaba at Mecca, in order, our Lord, that they may offer prayer perfectly. MashaAllah. So fill some hearts among men with love towards them, and, O Allah, provide them with the fruits so they may give thanks. Ishmael's mother went on suckling Ishmael. Now, I'm not sure if this is a grown-ass man, because remember, they built the Kaaba together, Abraham and Ishmael, according to the Muslims. Maybe he was doing adult breastfeeding on his own mother. Anyway, she went on suckling Ishmael and drinking from the water she had. When the water in the water skin had all been used up, she became thirsty, and a child became thirsty. I mean, the child was just suckling, man. What's wrong with this child? She started looking at him, Ishmael, tossing in agony. She left him, for she could not endure looking at him, and found that the mountain of Safa was the nearest mountain to her on that land. She stood on it. So she went up the mountain now. She stood on it and looked at the valley keenly so that she might see somebody, but she could not see anybody. Then she descended from Safa, and when she reached the valley, she tucked up her robe and ran in the valley like a person in distress and trouble, till she crossed the valley and reached the Marwa mountain, where she stood and started looking, expected to see someone. But she could not see anybody. Oh, my Lord, guys, we're having trouble over here because she left the child in the heat. Child's just like lying there all by his lonesome. Let's see what happens, man. This is exciting, isn't it? This is so exciting. And then she...
some background music for this, James.
I'm going to have to create some black background music.
Honestly,
1 second.
Some violin music or something.
Okay, let me see.
Because the way you're narrating it, it's like a documentary,
Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that. I forgot to do the background music, but there we go now. Okay, let's pay attention. I'll get into I'll use my tajweed now. Okay, so let's see, where was I? She repeated that, running between Safa and Marwa 7 times. The Prophet said, this is the source of the tradition of the walking of people between them. That is Safa and Marwa. When she reached the Marwa, for the last time she heard a voice, and she asked herself to be quiet. She asked herself to be quiet and listened attentively. I've got to read that again. She heard a voice, and she asked herself to be quiet. Attentively, she listened. She heard the voice again and said, "Oh, whoever you may be, you have made me hear your voice. Have you got something to help me?" And behold, she saw an angel at the place of the Zamzam, digging the earth with his heel or his wing, till water flowed from that place. She started to make something like a basin around it, using her hand in this way, and started filling her water skin with water with her hands, and the water was flowing out. And after she had scooped some of it, the Prophet added, "May Allah bestow mercy on Ishmael's mother. Had she let the Zamzam flow without trying to control it? Or had she not scooped from that water to fill her water skin, Zamzam would have been a stream flowing on the surface of the earth. She saved us. She definitely saved us. But it continues, guys. Continues. Hang on a second, sorry. My mistake for interrupting you, but she saved us. The Zamzam water could have filled the earth. The Prophet further added, then she drank water and suckled her child. The angel said to her, don't be afraid of being neglected, for this is the house of Allah, which will be built by this boy and his father. But hang on. Earlier the Kaaba was there and he faced it. And Allah never neglects his people. The house, that is the Kaaba, at that time was on a high place, resembling a hillock. So the Kaaba did exist. And when torrents came, they flowed to its right and left. She lived in that way till some people from the tribe of Jurum, or a family from Jurum, passed by her and her child as they, the people of Jurum, were coming through the valley of Qadar. They landed in the lower part of Mecca, where they saw a bird that had been the habit of flying around water and not leaving it. They said, this bird must be flying around water. Though we know there is no water in this valley, they sent 1 or 2 messengers to discover the source of water and returned to inform them of the water. So they all came towards the water. The Prophet added, Ishmael's mother was sitting near the water. They asked her, do you allow us to stay with you? She replied, yes, but you will have no right to possess the water. They agreed to that. The Prophet further said, Ishmael's mother was pleased with the whole situation, as she used to love to enjoy the company of the people. So they settled there, and later on they sent for their families, who came and settled with them, so that some families became permanent residents there. It goes on, guys. You think it's over? Ain't no way. The child, that is Ishmael, grew up and learned Arabic from them, and his virtues caused them to love and admire him as he grew up. And when he reached the age of puberty, they made him marry a woman from among them. After Ishmael's mother had died, Abraham came after Ishmael's marriage in order to see his family that he had left before. But he did not find Ishmael there. When he asked Ishmael's wife about him, she replied, he has gone in search of our livelihood. Then he asked her about their way of living and their condition. And she replied, we are living in misery. We are living in hardship and destitution. Complaining to him, he said, when your husband returns, convey my salutations to him and tell him to change the threshold of the gate of his house. When Ishmael came, he seemed to have felt something unusual. So he asked his wife, has anyone visited you? Man, I can take this somewhere else. I can take this somewhere else. He found something wasn't right in the neck of the wood. He's like, man, who been here? Who came to visit you, man? Anyway, she replied, yes, an old man or so. Go on.
The milkman.
The milkman, that's right. Yes, an old man of so-and-so description came and asked me about you, and I informed him, and he asked about the state of living, and I told him that we were living in hardship and poverty. On that, Ishmael said, did he advise you anything? She replied, yes. He told me to convey his salutation to you and to tell you to change the threshold of your gate. Ishmael said, it was my father. My daddy came. My dad came, man. That was my dad, people. That's right. That was my dad. Man, this is crazy. Wait yet. Let me see. He says, she replied, he told me that, and he says, it was my father, and he ordered me to divorce you. What? Change the threshold of your gate. And she said, that was my dad. He told me to divorce you. Go back to your family. I'm going to try that with my wife. So Ishmael divorced her and married another woman from among them. That is the Juram. Then Abraham stayed away from them for a period as long as Allah wished and called on them again, but did not find Ishmael. So he came to Ishmael's wife and asked her about Ishmael, and she said, he has gone in search of our livelihood. Abraham asked her, how are you getting on? Asking her about their sustenance and living. She replied, we are prosperous and well off. That is, we have everything in abundance. Then she thanked Allah. Abraham said, what kind of food do you eat? He said, meat. He said, what kind do you drink? She said, water. He said, oh Allah, bless their meat and water. The Prophet added, at that time they did not have the grain. But if they had grain, he would have also invoked Allah's to bless it. Man, this is way too long and way too dumb. Tried, man. I tried.
What a story, man.
I tried. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to just mute myself. Oh, I was thinking, I thought Jibril will continue, but anyway, guys, I need to make this the end of today. I just want you guys to realize, to notice that the Muslims themselves that did come up, they have no idea. Muslims have no idea whether they have free will in Islam. They don't know what free will is. They confuse it. They struggle with this free will thing, guys. Sorry, they struggle with free will because they want to believe they have free will, and then they realize that the scriptures tell them they don't. Craziness, man. Craziness. Tomorrow, as I said, tomorrow I'm going to do the one with the hadith. To start it with, just we have to have a Friday. Got to have a bit of a chuckle on a Friday, and we're going to have a bit of a laugh when it comes to hadiths. I don't know how long I'll be able to go for tomorrow. If I don't go live, I apologize, but that means something came up. My son is going to be here, and we are going to probably do stuff, but he may have other plans. So I'm not too sure what the plan is just yet. He hasn't said anything just yet. So that's tomorrow. But if I do go live tomorrow, we are doing the hadiths, and we are going to talk about who built the Kaaba, and we're going to point to the pagan rituals of Mecca. The pagans did all the things that the Muslims are doing today. Remember, they think that this time of year, let me just see if I can find it where it actually says that Satan is tied up during the month of Ramadan, or he's free, right? Let me just see. It says in charge of Ramadan. I just searched something. Let me see. It says, yeah, no, I'll have to find it for you. I'll have to find it. I just can't remember where it is. But yeah. Jibril, before I get to the Psalms, do you want to add anything?
No, it's all right, man. It's getting very late here as well. It's 1:30, and I got to get up and go to work tomorrow. It's 1:30 at night.
I know. I was looking at my time. I was actually thinking that a minute ago that, man, you working overtime.
Yeah. Have you seen a video of the pagans' Hajj ritual?
Yes, sir.
You've seen it, yeah?
Yeah.
They circling around the Kaaba
Yep.
before Muhammad. This is exactly the same what they're doing now. It's just the numbers grow bigger. That's all.
Well, this is the thing is when I done a live about the paganism in Islam, and everything they do in the Kaaba today or during Hajj was done by the pagans before them. And they even said use the same word Allah. They still worship the same Allah back then.
Yeah. They still say. Anyway, have that video handy because you might need it tomorrow in case a Muslim comes up and says, "Nah, they never did. Nah." like the one you were talking to yesterday. When you told them about the pagans, they were doing the Hajj ritual. No, they didn't. I found the video. I was going to send you the link, but I couldn't do it. Anyway, mate, we'll speak tomorrow probably. When you open the live.
Yeah. Let me just see. I'm just going to Tirmidhi 987. Yeah, man. Listen, God bless you, my brother. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
I appreciate you, man.
See you.
God bless.
See you, man. Bye.
God bless. So, yes, I think Phil hit the nail on the head. He said, and Ifrit of the jinn escaped yesterday to interrupt my prayer, but God gave me power over him. So I seized him and intended to tie him to the pillar. Now, this is not the one, but this is similar. This is the one where Satan is being choked by Muhammad. Being choked by Muhammad. Imagine that. Muhammad could have saved the entire world when he choked out. That's from Mishkat al-Masbi 987. So let's get back, since there's no more Muslims in the world, because it doesn't seem as if they're there. Let's get back to Psalm 73 today. Can you believe it, man? Psalm 73. For those that are not following, please, you are more than welcome to follow me on YouTube. Please, on YouTube, the Agents 007, the Agents 007, follow and subscribe. I am going to be getting some help from Brother Maverick. For those that are not following Brother Maverick, please follow him. And he's going to help me set up with this OBS at some point, hopefully today or tomorrow, and at least before March, January, March. So we can save some bucks, $45 a month just to have the StreamYard. It's expensive when you're a poor African that has nothing, man. I'm taking the hand-me-downs over here. Anyways, I hope we put an end to this topic again for this time. In about 3 months to 2 months, we come back to this, and we'll do another round after Muslims find their feet and, are able to walk. If you notice the screen, I'll put on the screen one more time. I need to read this hadith for you. This is why I put this hadith up on the screen right now. The hadith says, "You are the best of peoples ever raised up for mankind," means the best of peoples for the people, as you bring them with chains on their necks till they embrace Islam. Remember that this is how they spread Islam. They spread Islam by putting chains around people's necks and forcing them to become Muslims. Forcing them. That's how Islam spread. By forcing them, not with free will. They weren't free to choose. They are forced, because Allah says, either follow or you pass away. That's what he says. Either convert, pay the jizya, or pass away. How is this free will? Is this the free will that Allah is talking about? Never days. It's evil and sick. Evil and sick. Just like forcing someone to commit adultery. Evil and sick. So, that's why I had this picture up. Tomorrow, we'll be talking about Abraham, Ishmael, who built the Kaaba. Could it have been them? Is it possible it was them? If it wasn't them, then we've got a problem. And then this whole Hajj, this whole Ramadan, all of this is in vain. All is in vain because we can see that none of this stems back. None of this stems back. This is all just paganism. Following the pagans, doing what the pagans did. Okay, let me read. So all we're going to do is just read. And for those, we're on Psalm 73. 73. Truly God is good to Israel, to those who are pure in heart. But as for me, my feet had almost stumbled. My steps had nearly slipped. For I was envious of the arrogant when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For they have no pangs until death. Their bodies are fat and sleek. They are not in trouble as others are. They are not stricken like the rest of mankind. Therefore, pride is their necklace. Violence covers them as garment. Their eyes swell out through fatness. Their hearts overflow with follies. They scoff and speak with malice. Loftily they threaten oppression. They set their mouths against the heavens, and their tongue struts through the earth. Therefore his people turn back to them, and find no fault in them. And they say, how can God know? Is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the wicked, always at ease. They increase in riches. All in vain have I kept my heart clean, and washed my hands in innocence. For all the day long I have been stricken, and rebuked every morning. If I had said, I will speak thus, I would have betrayed the generation of your children. And when I thought how to understand this, it seemed to me a worrisome task, until I went into the sanctuary of God. Then I discerned their end. Truly you set them in slippery places. You make them fall to ruin. How they are destroyed in the moment, swept away utterly by terrors, like a dream when one awakes. O Lord, when you rouse yourself, you despise them as phantoms. When my soul was embittered, when I was pricked in the heart, I was brutish and ignorant. I was like a beast towards you. Nevertheless, I am continually with you. You hold my right hand. You guide me with your counsel, and afterward you receive me to glory. Whom have I in heaven but you? There is none on earth that I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is my strength, of my heart and my portion forever. For behold, those who are far from you shall perish. You put an end to everyone who is unfaithful to you. But for me, it is good to be near God. I have made the Lord God my refuge, that I may tell of all your works. Amen. Amen. Sorry about that. Man, we are blessed, highly favored, because we know who Christ is. Imagine all those that don't. This is why we do what we do, people. To teach them, to show them, to help them find who Christ truly is. As I said, man, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. I pray that I do. Humble yourselves, remove the hate, the pride, the ego. Show love, not hate. Show forgiveness. Don't grudge. Don't hold grudges. I say this because I remind myself to also heed these words. Because, man, sometimes it's easier just to hold grudges and avoid than to check yourself. So, thank you so much. If you're not following, if you're not subscribed on YouTube, please do. Please do. See, now Jihad wants to join. Let me give you, Jihad, one chance. Jihad, how are you, sir?
Fine. How about you, sir?
I'm very well. My brother, are you a Muslim?
Yes, I am Muslim.
Do you believe that you have free will in Islam?
Yes.
Okay, so if I want to become a Muslim, can I become a Muslim? Or must Allah will it first?
Yes, you choose to according to the will of Allah.
So hang on, listen to me now. Listen to my question.
Yes.
Can I become a Muslim if Allah doesn't will it?
No.
So I don't have free will. It's by the will of Allah, correct?
No, they don't contradict each other.
I'm not talking about contradiction. Listen
Let
again.
let me explain.
Sure, my brother. Please explain.
What I mean. Allah's will is eternal in the sense that He gives all the causes and consequences. but the will itself of the humans are according to the will of Allah, but they are separate and they are not coming from Him directly. He gives you
What?
He gives you the ground that allows you to choose Islam or not.
Okay, can you show me
For
where it says
example,
that
if
in
He
the
will
Quran? The Quran says the opposite. The
show me
Quran
the
says
example, and I
opposite of
can
what you said.
show me the example, and I'll tell you why.
Okay,
But not only with English translation though. I need to see the
do
Arabic.
you have a Quran with you?
No. Okay, you can give me the verse and I'll see it.
Okay, watch this. Let's go to Surah 76. I'll put on the screen for you and I'll put it in the Arabic for you. 1 second. 1 second. Let me find the Arabic for you. We'll go to Surah 70. Let's do 10-100 first, right? We'll do 10-100. Let me put the Arabic on the screen. There we go. And let me move this. Okay, see there on the screen now, there's the Arabic. Can you read that for me?
Okay. وما كان لنفس أن تؤمن إلا بإذن الله ويجعل الرجس على الذين لا يعقلون.
Can you tell
it's
me
not
what it says?
for any soul to believe saved by the leave of God. It is not for any soul to believe saved by the leave of God, and He lays abomination upon those who have
No,
no
read
understanding.
the Arabic. Forget about
Yeah,
this.
I've read the Arabic. Yes.
Okay.
It is
So
nearly
no
the
soul can believe except by the will of Allah, correct?
yes.
So can I believe if Allah doesn't will it?
No.
So then it's not my will, it's Allah's will, correct?
No, but you choose to by your own
I
self
didn't
to.
choose. Again, listen, if I choose today to become a
Yes.
Muslim, but Allah
Yes.
doesn't will it, can I become a Muslim?
If no, it goes.
No, thank you.
It goes in the same way, because if He wills it, He gave you the choice to do so, and you willed it.
Again, so Allah has to will it first, correct?
Yes, because the will
Beautiful.
of God goes above our wills.
Exactly. So if Allah doesn't will it, it won't happen, correct?
Yes, of course.
Beautiful. So my will doesn't matter. It's the will of Allah's that matters, correct?
No, because that contradicts the fact that the test is your choice. You choose to believe or not. He gives you the test.
I'm
That's
saying
the
to
whole
you,
purpose of
who is the one that decides if I'm going to be a Muslim or not?
He doesn't decide in the way that he
Who
chooses
wills
for
it?
you. He
Who wills
decides.
it?
Let me explain. The will of Allah is whether He gives you the grant, whether He lays the grant for you to believe or not. He can choose to lay the grant for you, and He can choose to deny the grant for you to believe. That's the will of Allah. But you have the choice when He presents you the proposition whether to enter Islam or not. The choice is yours. That's why He will
Okay.
judge you by it. He will not judge you by
Notice
His
again,
will.
the choice is mine, but who is the one that decides if I'm going to become a Muslim or not?
Okay, you're trying to mix the will of God with the will of a human himself. They are not the same
I'm
thing.
not, my brother, please, I'm not talking about the will of man. Listen again. If Allah doesn't will it, will it happen?
No, it won't.
Nothing can happen unless Allah wills it, correct?
Yes,
Beautiful. So it doesn't matter what I want.
but does the will contradict the choice though?
Well, okay, watch this. If Allah wills that I am led astray and I
Yes,
choose to be guided, I
yes,
want to be guided, but Allah decided I will go astray.
yes.
Whose will is stronger, mine or Allah's?
Allah's will is stronger.
Beautiful.
But
So
there is
I don't have free will because my
condition for
will
that.
is in
There
the
is
hands of
condition for that.
Allah.
Because yes, but God says in the Quran that He sends astray only those whose hearts are already darkened.
Okay, I'm going to put another one on the screen for you, and I want you to tell me what this says. Because, again, same thing, but can you read the Arabic 29 to 31?
Okay. إن هذه تذكرة فمن شاء اتخذ إلى ربه سبيلا وما تشاءون إلا أن يشاء الله إن الله كان عليما حكيما يدخل من يشاء في رحمته والظالمين أعد لهم عذابا عظيما.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Can you tell me? It says, all this is an admonition and reminder. So let him who wills take a path to his Lord. You cannot will unless Allah wills. Correct?
Yes.
Beautiful. You cannot will unless Allah wills.
Yes.
If Allah doesn't will it, it won't happen. Correct?
Yes. But
So
I
everything is
explain
by
it in
the
the same
will of
way.
Allah.
No, I explained that the will of Allah is the fact that He chooses to lay the ground for you or not. But even in this verse itself, it says, فَمَنْ شَاءَ اتَّخَذَ إِلَى رَبِّهِ سَبِيلًا. Whoever chooses to take the right way to the Lord can choose to do so. So it doesn't
If
contradict
Allah
what I
leads
say.
you astray, my brother, if Allah leads you astray, if Allah leads you astray,
Yes.
can I choose to go on the right path? I'll give you another
cannot
verse.
hear you.
Watch this. Watch this. I'll show you another verse to show you how I can't go on the right path, right?
Why
Watch-
are you ignoring the verse that says whoever chooses their way to Lord, they can do so? The verse is there.
Because
We
that's
just
a
read it.
contradiction. That's a contradiction in Islam, because that verse is saying that you can choose, and then the next verse says that you can't choose. So you Muslims need to make up your mind which verse you want to choose. So watch this. In this verse, 14:4. Can you read this in Arabic? 14:4. What does it say there?
وما أرسلنا من رسول إلا بلسان قوم ليبين لهم فيضل الله من يشاء ويهدي من يشاء وهو العزيز الحكيم.
Can you be guided if Allah has sent you astray?
No, if He chooses to lead you astray, you cannot be guided.
Exactly.
But
So if
guidance,
I want to be a
is.
Muslim
Let me
and Allah
explain.
has decided I'm not going to be a Muslim, can I become a
Guidance is
Muslim?
not the choice itself. Guidance is not the choice itself, brother.
That's not the
He can
point.
lead
The
you
point is the
astray.
conclusion, the cause, the end cause. Listen again. For every cause, there's a reaction, right? Or an action for, you get a reaction. According to this verse, if I want to be a Muslim, but Allah has led me astray, does it say that no one can guide me?
Yes, if you are led astray, no one will guide you.
Okay, so if no one can guide me and Allah has led me astray, then I don't have the free will to become a Muslim because Allah has
No,
decided
that's
to
not.
send me astray.
No, guiding. Let me explain it. If someone takes your hand and says, "I'll show you the way," and he guides you to a wrong path, it doesn't deny the fact that you can say, "No, I don't want to take this path." You understand
Okay,
me?
is
The
Allah
choice
the
is
one holding
yours.
my hand and taking me down the wrong path? Who is the one misguiding me?
No,
Is it Satan or Allah?
misguidance.
In the verse we just saw, who was the one misguiding? Was it Satan or Allah?
Oh, leading astray is God, yes, but not in the
Okay,
same
so watch
way.
this. Watch this, brother. If Allah is the one leading us astray, what is the job of Shaitan?
Leading astray is not the same the same work as the shaitan.
What
Because
is Shaitan's job? What does Shaitan do?
shaitan makes you go away from the
He leads you
from
astray,
God's.
correct?
Yes, he
Okay. So Shaitan leads
makes
you
you take
astray.
the other path than the path of God.
Okay, now watch this now. Shaitan's job is to make you take the wrong path, correct?
Yes,
When Allah leads you astray, are you taking the wrong path?
not necessarily.
So if
Because-
you led astray, that means he's taking you away from salvation. He's taking you away, the opposite direction. Just like Satan takes you down the wrong path, Allah takes you down the wrong path as well. And both of them lead to hellfire, correct?
It's not on the same level because shaitan
It
wants you
doesn't
to
matter
deny
which
the
level.
existence.
They're both doing the same job
No,
by
no.
leading me astray.
when God leads you astray, it means that he affirms the fact that you chose to deny his existence. When
Okay,
shaitan leads
who
you,
is the one leading me astray? You just said it's Allah. I asked you, what is the job of Satan? You said to lead you astray. Now you realize that your God is doing the job of Satan by leading people astray. When people are led
no, no.
astray, my brother, can you listen? Please be honest. Now that you finally realize what just happened, do you
What
agree
just happened? What
that
just happened?
Satan? I'm about to explain. Do you agree that Shaitan's job is to
Mhm.
lead you down the wrong path?
Yes, that's true.
Beautiful. When Allah leads you astray, are you
Yes,
going down the wrong path?
not necessarily.
Are you going down the right path?
If you choose to, yes. If you choose to
You
go
realize
into
now
the
your
right
whole
path.
demeanor, your whole language, your whole attitude changed now because you realized if Allah
No, I
leads
don't.
you
I
astray,
told you from.
you can't
Listen,
be
listen.
walking
I
down
told.
the right
Let
path
me speak,
because
please.
that
Let me
means
speak.
He's
Let me
guiding
speak,
you.
please. This is not a lecture. Let me speak. We just saw a verse that says, "Whoever chooses to take the right path to God, God will guide him." That was the verse that we saw earlier.
And what about the
God,
misguided?
God, God leads you astray in the meaning that if you choose to go away from God, your
Okay,
heart
watch
is
this.
already darkened.
Show me where you chose to go astray. Because again, look at the verse on the screen that's colored. What does that verse say?
لو شاء الله لجعلكم أمة واحدة ولكن يضل من يشاء ويهدي من يشاء ولتسألن عما كنتم تعملون. Okay, yes,
Who is the one in this verse making people go down the wrong path?
yes, but he's not making the choice for you.
Oh my gosh. Who puts the devils on people to commit sin?
Who puts the devil on? What does that mean?
Who puts the devils? Who sends the devils to you to make you commit sin?
The devils by themselves. I mean, God
Devils
created
are by
them.
themselves?
Okay, okay. So in a sense, if God created the devil, so God chooses for us to go astray. Is that what you mean?
My brother, all I want you to understand is according to what you said, Shaitan's job is to take us down the wrong path. If I'm guided,
That's true.
if I'm
Yes,
guided,
yes,
if there's only two
yes,
roads, there's only two roads, right? One is the wrong path and one is the right path,
yes,
right? There's only two roads, right and wrong.
yes,
Shaitan takes us
yes,
down the wrong path, correct?
yes. That's true.
If Allah leads us astray, are we
Yes.
going down the right path or the wrong path?
No, but in the he leads you astray when your heart is already darkened.
Which way does Allah send us when He leads us astray? Down the right path or the wrong path?
The wrong path.
Beautiful. So Allah and Shaitan do the same job by leading people down the wrong path. And according to the verse, there's nothing that you can do
No,
that
no,
changes when
no.
Allah sends you down the wrong path, correct?
Does shaitan lead you to the good path? Although,
Obviously not. That's my whole
of
point.
course,
So
yes.
in Islam,
That's
there's
where
no
God
need.
differs. God can lead you either
Again,
way.
my brother, is there need? Tell me what's the only reason we need is shaitan for in Islam? Tell me, why do we need shaitan when
He
Allah's
is
doing the same
he's
job?
the enemy. He's the enemy of humans.
So if shaitan disappeared, if shaitan never existed,
Yes.
does Allah still send people down the wrong path? You see that there's no need in
No,
Islam for the
no.
wrong path? Can you read this verse on the screen now and tell me, please, according to this verse, if Allah has decided that you are created for hellfire, can you change what Allah created you for?
ولقد ذرأنا جهنم كثير من الجن والإنس لهم قلوب لا يفقهون بها وما لا يبصرون يسمعون بها أولئك الأعمال وضل أولئك هم الغافلون. Okay.
So he said that he created, he's destined many people, jinn and human, for hellfire, correct?
Yes.
Okay, if Allah has destined you for hellfire, can you change what Allah destined you for, created you for?
He has destined the ones that chose the wrong path, brother.
Where does it say they chose the wrong path? He says,
Bro, listen,
indeed,
listen.
we
God's
have created
God.
many of the jinn. Look what it
Yes.
says. Hold on
No.
one second.
Yes. Distant, not
And
created.
certainly we have
Destined.
Created.
No,
He created you for something. For example, if Allah created a fish for water, can the fish say, no, I'm going to walk on earth like a man? No, because Allah created the fish
the
for
word
water.
ذرأنا the word the word ذرأنا does not mean created. The word ذرأنا is mean destined.
Okay, even if it's destined, can you change what you are destined for?
We are destined as a in purpose to worship the one God.
Not my question. If Allah destined you to go to hell, can you
Yes.
change it?
God, you're not brother, you're
According
not
to, do you
understanding
take
that
hadith?
when God destines something. Let me complete my idea, please. When God destines something, it is eternal. He knows already those who will choose the wrong path. Before our creation, He knows everything.
Okay. Can I ask you now? Do you take hadith?
Brother, respond to what I just said.
I heard
Where
what you
is the
said, and I
contradiction?
disagree with you.
Where is
I
the
disagree with
contradiction?
you.
Where is the
I'm
contradiction?
disagreeing with you. It's no, you're so desperate for contradiction. We're not talking about contradiction.
No,
I'm
you just
asking
told
you.
me that
I'm asking you to try to
God
understand what I'm saying. Do you
didn't
understand?
give us the free will.
Okay, you have no
You
free
told
will
me,
because you've just proven you don't have. Do you
no,
believe
I
in
just
hadith?
proved to you that we have. He gave us the choice.
Do you believe in hadith?
Yes.
Okay, look at Sahih Muslim. Tell me. It says there's
Okay,
happiness for this
just
child.
keep
This is Aisha
shotgunning
and
me.
Muhammad
Just keep
speaking, right?
shotgunning me with different verses and hadiths. That will not prove your point, brother. I just proved to you that
We're gonna see when you were destined to go to hell. We're gonna find out now whether it's up to you or whether Allah created you for hell.
yes. And
Right?
if this
According to
hadith
this,
does
it
not work
says,
for you, you're going to change.
I'm
The hadith
showing
does
it
not
to you,
work.
my
You're
brother.
going to
Please
bring
try to
another
focus.
one. But
The Quran,
yes, if
you are going against what Allah says. In Surah
this
54,
doesn't work for you,
49,
you're going to bring up
Allah
another
says
hadith.
everything is predestined. In the verse that I got on the screen now, it
Let
says
me
that
explain. Let me ask
it
you a
says,
question.
don't you know that Allah created for paradise while they were yet in their father's loins? So it's telling you that while the children were in their father's loins, Allah decided if they're going to heaven or to hell. Look what it says. It says, there's a child who is a bird from the birds of paradise, for it committed no sin, nor has he reached the age when one can commit sin. So we're talking about children that will go to hell. Muhammad said, Aisha, peradventure it may be otherwise, because Allah created for paradise those who are fit for it while they were yet in their father's loins. Meaning that these children were already predestined to go to hellfire because Allah created them for hellfire while they were yet in their father's loins. And He created for hell those to go to hell. He created them for hell while they were yet in their father's loins. Do you know what that means? Father's
Yes.
loins?
Yes.
So, according to this verse, even children that have not yet been born, or children that have not yet started sinning, can go
Yes.
to hell because
Yes.
Allah has already willed them, predestined them to go to hell, and there's nothing they can do to change it. Correct?
No, that's not correct. He
Explain this
just
hadith,
knows.
please.
Yes, I am explaining the hadith. God knows already before He created any humans. He knows what they will choose in their lives. He knows
Even a
that they
child,
will,
even a child, brother.
even before they are created, bro.
Okay, watch this. If a 4-year-old
Yes.
doesn't know what sin is,
Yes.
but Allah has destined the 4-year-old to go to hellfire
You're
because
not
Allah
understanding
knew
me,
that
bro.
this child
Allah
will be a
knows.
sinner later.
Let me explain to you. Even before he is created, God knows his entire life, what it will be like. He knows the decision that he will make. So he
Can
knows
children
he
go
will
to hell
go
in
in.
Islam?
What?
Can children go to hell in Islam?
Children?
Yeah,
No.
babies.
No. If they didn't
So
sin,
then,
no.
so do you read what's on the screen?
Yes.
So what did he say to Aisha when Aisha said that this child will go to paradise? What does she say?
He's
This is what
speaking of.
happens when you talk and you don't
No,
listen.
he's speaking.
He
He's
said,
speaking.
peradventure, it may be otherwise. Why? Because Allah created for paradise those who are fit for it while they were yet in their father's loins.
Yes.
So the child has not committed any sin, nor
Yes.
is the child at the
Yes.
age when one can commit sin. But Allah
Yes.
says that
Yes.
this child could have been going to hell if Allah had already decided the child is going to hell.
Yes, but the child will live an entire life, will make choices. God knows
Dude,
those
this is a
choices.
funeral. In this verse, this is talking about a funeral of a child that has committed no sin. The child has not committed sin. And Aisha thought the child is going to go to paradise. But Allah said, Muhammad said, no, no, no. It
Yes,
could
he's
be
right.
otherwise. What did
No.
he say? It
Yes,
may be otherwise.
it may be
Meaning,
otherwise in the fact of the creation, not the fact that the child is going to hell or heaven. He's
dude,
speaking
can you read? Read
of
the
the creation.
verse. What is wrong with
He
you?
is created in a
Read the
certain.
verse.
Yes, I
Read
read
it.
it in Arabic, bro. I read it in the original
And in
language.
Arabic, what did it say?
It speaks of the creation of the child himself. He is
Okay.
created in a certain way because God knows he will go to Jannah.
Okay,
He
and
doesn't say
if
that
he
the
doesn't go,
child.
can
He
the child
didn't.
also go to hell?
No, there is no way in the hadith that the Prophet said a child can go to hell. He
Yet
doesn't say that.
it says, "And created for hell those who are to go to hell." Is
Created
this a
for
true
hell. He
statement?
speaks
Watch
about.
this. Watch this. Watch this. Is it true
Yes,
that Allah
yes,
created people for hell while they were in their father's loins?
yes.
So then, this child could be one of those people created for hell, correct?
Not the child as the fact as he
My
died
Lord.
early, so he
If
could
Allah
go to hell.
created you for hell, can you change what Allah created you for?
No, no, but
Beautiful. So you
he
have
could
no
have
free
lived.
will then, my Lord.
He could have lived an entire life and not died as a child. That's my point. The Prophet does not mean that if he dies a child, he could have gone to hell.
What does it say over here when it says he committed no sin? What does that mean?
He committed no sin.
Okay. So that it's, I'm talking about a child, correct?
Yes,
This
yes,
child. So the
yes,
child committed no sin
yes,
and he wasn't at the age when he can commit sin, correct?
yes.
And does Muhammad say to Aisha that it could be otherwise? That he
Yes.
could have been created for hell?
No, the Prophet spoke in plural. He said, خلق الجنة أهلا, people.
Yes.
خلقا ولهم
Are
أصحاب
children
أبان.
people? Are children people?
You're not getting the point. The
Are
Prophet said that
children people?
you're not getting my point.
Are
He-
children people?
yes. What's your point?
Beautiful. So does it include children?
Yes, but they cannot go to hell.
MashaAllah. So now we know that according to the hadith,
Yes.
Aisha said what I said. Children shouldn't go to hell because they don't know sin. But Allah says, "Nuh-uh-uh." Muhammad said, because if Allah created them for hell, they will go to hell while they're still in their father's
No, that's not the
loins.
meaning of the hadith. That's not it.
Tell me the 4 things Allah writes down when a child is created. What does Allah write down?
What does Allah write down?
What does Allah write down for the child while he's in the womb before he breathes air into it?
What does it? I don't know.
You don't know?
Yes, I don't.
I'll put on the screen for you. You can see. So Allah sends an angel when the child, and it says, now it's on the screen, it says, Allah's the truthful and whatever, he says, I'll get to the fun part because all the other is nonsense. See, it's nonsense.
Yes, of course, it's
believe.
nonsense. Yes.
Tell me if you believe in this.
Yes,
Each
I
one of
believe.
you is collected in the womb of his mother for 40 days. Do you believe
Yes.
that's true? That you were
Yes.
collected in your mother's womb for 40 days?
Yes.
Okay, that's scientifically bullshit. Then it says, and then turns into a clot of blood, a clot for the equal period of 40 days. Do you believe you were a clot for 40 days?
That's the English translation. The Arabic could not explain, could not be
It couldn't
explained
explain
in a
it.
perfect way.
Anyway, let's get to the fun part. Allah sends an angel and orders him to write 4 things. So Allah is writing 4 things: his provision, his age, whether he will be a good person or a bad person, blessed or wretched. And then it says, then the soul is breathed into him. So who is the one that decided if the person is going to be a good person or a bad person?
It's not decided. It is because God knows his entire life.
Who decided to write down whether you're going to be a good person or a bad person?
He didn't make the choice for you. He
Who
knows
wrote it down?
the angels
Okay, by whose command?
by God.
Beautiful. So Allah told the angels what to write, correct?
Yes, yes,
Beautiful. So the angels wrote down what Allah decided, what Allah wrote down, gave them to write.
yeah,
Then he
yes,
breathes the soul
yes.
into him. Pay attention. Keep reading the Arabic. And a person among you may do the deeds of the people of the fire, meaning he's going to be doing sin, till there's only a cubit or an arm breadth distance between him and the fire, meaning he's been a bad person his entire life. He's about to pass away, but then that which Allah had written, made the angels write, precedes, meaning that whatever Allah wrote down comes to be. Whatever Allah decided comes to be. So if you're a sinner, but Allah decided you're going to do good deeds, then at the last moment, you will do the deeds of the people of paradise and enter it. And then a man may do the deeds of the people of paradise till there's only a cubit between them. And again, Allah will make them do sin, so they go to hellfire. In this hadith that we're reading now, when it says what Allah has ordered the angels to write comes to be, is that a true statement or a false statement?
Yes, the fact that the final choice, the final destination is predestined, so it will happen in the end.
Who predestined it?
God knows it will happen.
Who predestined it? There's a
God,
difference between predestination and foreknowledge. Who predestined this to happen? By whose choice? By whose will?
God knew it will happen.
That's foreknowledge. Whose will?
Yes,
Who made it
yes.
happen?
The choice is yours in the end because he did the deed.
I'm done. You can't fix stupid. These people see it. They know what's on the screen, but they have to be like Allah, Muhammad, the best deceivers and liars. This is how crazy these people are. They can actually see it. They can actually see what it says. They know what predestination is. They know that it means something else. It doesn't mean that you have free will. They know it. But these people, because they have Islam rotting their brains, they cannot think like normal people. It said the child has been decided while in his father's loins by Allah, not by the child. The child hasn't committed sin and he will go to hell. This is Islam for you. Brain rot. Brain rot. This is dead wood. Stay away from Islam. Stay away from Muhammad. Stay away from children. This is brain rot, guys. These people would lie more than you can ever imagine because that's just how they are. It's crazy that we in 2026 have to teach Muslims how to understand their Quran or what Allah says or to trust Allah. Anyway, man, God bless, God bless. I got to go. And I stayed on longer. More trouble for me, but we're good. Stay safe, guys. God bless you and keep me in your prayers.